episode 361.
From the belly of the Beast Coast, Glastonbury, Connecticut, this is the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. We talk about all the fun shit that happens on the trails that most normal people don't care about. The language we use is fucking explicit and raw like the trails we run on, so don't listen with your kids! Cultra is brought to you by our Patreons and supporters, and we are 112% listener supported, and support is good.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. I'm your host, Art Byerman. I am joined by the full Cultra Crew. I have Anna G.
Hey there. Thanks for having me.
All right. Glad to have you here. And we have Josh G.
Great to be here. Thanks.
Good. Josh, I'm glad that you said something because you started to just wave. And I was thinking, oh my God, like, have we learned nothing? Like, waving isn't a podcast thing. I mean, it can be, but like, it can be for the video thing. That's good. Yeah. You have to wave harder. Wave into the microphone. So that's good. And we have Fred Marolo.
I'm here, and I brought a cat.
And his cat. What's your cat's name again, Fred? I know this one.
Dip and Dot. Okay.
That's cool. Yeah. Avery's not here. That's my cat, or also known as Bobby. That's like her like stage name, that she like when she attacks you, she's no longer. Avery's like the well-behaved cat, and Bobby's like the one that will climb up the shades and, knock the Christmas tree over. Really, Fred's cat's face is like right in the microphone, which is preferable to other options. So
you're getting the front end of the cat tonight, Art.
That's right. That's right. Back. That's more than I deserve, Fred. So, so did your cat just meow?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. I must be early for hallucinations.
If you hear purring, that's what it is.
That's right. So for our listeners out there, if you've liked the content so far, get ready, because there's going to be a lot more where that came from. So we do have a lot of other things to talk about, like paint drying, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, and we have so much to talk about. We knew that whatever guest we had on, we would probably not give them a chance to even get a word in edgewise. So so there's that, but we got a lot of stuff as far as current events going on. We recently had Western States. So that's a big teaser here that we're going to start the episode off, because I just know that's like giving, it's like giving catnip to cats or crack to babies, right? Babies like crack, don't they? No?
They love it.
They do, right?
It's not recommended by the whatever medical association.
Oh, Josh, are you an attorney?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Allegedly you're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Just, so we have two other attorneys here. So I don't think that we should judge whether babies like crack or not. So it's an intuition. It is
strong intuition.
Okay. All right. We'll have our legal team ponder that and get back to everybody on that. But we do have Vermont 100s coming up. We have Western States. We'll kind of give you probably absolutely no fucking usable information on what happened there, but maybe. Going to talk about some of our recent adventures, recent runs. Hopefully get our plans worked out for Vermont 100. I kind of want to hear what that's all about. Going to talk about maybe some football and not the NFL, Tour de France, Notch View, running in the heat, how to get motivated, how to get running, what's going on at Hamster Wheel, Erica Nortini, and Fred's race last weekend in where Washington crossed the Delaware. So, and also we're going to take a look to see what our Patreons have been doing lately and see if we have any good scoops on their latest adventures too. So stick around. This will be a really good one, especially if you're a local Northeast person. Our podcast is a little different than others. We're not jumping all over the country, although it sounded like we were, but we're not really going to talk about Western states. That was just for, one or two of the people out there, to kind of draw people in for some reason, for no apparent reason. But yeah, most of our races, because our headquarters are located in Glastonbury, Connecticut, the belly of the Beast Coast, most of our stories involve Northeast trail runners or Northeast trail running. So that's what we're going to concentrate on today. But first, I just kind of want to hear what everybody's been up to. Let's start with you, Anna. I know you seem like you're just like dying to, jump on the microphone there. So what have you been doing?
Well, as I was saying before we started, I feel like I'm having some motivational issues. It's probably due to the terrible heat last week, then the rain, just summer schedule, like some minor stress involving family things, nothing terrible, just like the things that need to get done. So, I can't say I'm feeling hyper motivated to do anything major. But I wish I think about wishing. I mean, I wish that I were more motivated to do major things. I mean, I am signed up for Cat's Tail at the end of September, and sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's so far away. But then other times I think that's not actually very far away. It's like July, August, September. So usually at some point I get kind of scared and then I realize I have to run more. But I'm good. I'm a middle-aged woman. I can kind of just not be that motivated. That's okay.
You're the youngest woman in this crowd. Okay. So
that's true. Right. You're right. Yeah.
There are 3 guys here and a cat, but Fred, does your cat have anything to say about Cat's Tail?
What you would like to say is that she's the youngest woman in this group because she's only 7. She's a 7-year-old.
And how many cat years? Like everybody knows dog years are 7. Like how many cat years are cat years?
I'm going to say about 5.5 to 6 usually.
5.5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yes, your cat is younger than me.
So, well, Anna, this is your new BFF, your best feline friend. So.
Right.
She is not a runner though. She really, she's more of a sleeper.
Does she technically, can she navigate a technical litter box though?
Yeah, she can do the litter box and she likes to jump up on top of the counters and the cabinets and stuff. So she's a troublemaker.
Okay. All right. That's good. So there might be something to learn there.
I'm always kind of amazed by cat metabolisms because I have a dog, right? And who's pretty active. And when I go over my mother's house and I see the cat, I think, what has that cat done all day? Like, it's just mind-boggling to me that the cat is just sitting there all day long.
You know what the answer is? It's none of your business. And I'm not telling you anyway. That's what the cat would say if you could ask it.
I mean, it's definitely an easier pet than a dog, I think.
Yeah, no, that's
common knowledge, of course.
But dogs are more. I think dogs are more motivating, though, right?
No, you're right, because I do go out. I mean, even though I'm kind of unmotivated, I still do walk like at least or run like 5 miles a day, right? And that's because of my dog. Like the dog does not just sit there.
Wow.
So
that's like, that is saying something there, right? I mean, because 5 miles that's not nothing, right? I mean, I guess not. That's legit, especially because let's face it, you're not walking. I mean, sometimes I guess it's in the neighborhood, right?
Yes, I walk. I do like 2 1-mile walks in my neighborhood, and then a morning thing, whatever that happens to be, like between
Sleeping Giant
3 and 4. Yeah, 2.5 to 4 miles. It depends on what the thing is. So yeah. With
1,000 foot of a vert thrown in.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So, okay, so that's good. At least at least you got your dog motivating you there. So
yeah, it's true. You're right. I mean, I've had my dog turned 7, and
wow, really,
I
7.
can kind of remember like not having a dog, but it's amazing to have that excuse. It just doesn't even occur to me not to do something like first thing in the morning. So I do. I mean, I take it for granted, but it's hugely motivating. Yeah. If you have a dog who cooperates, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. I used to have Izzy. So super fans of the podcast will remember back in 2018 or 19, when or up to 2020 when we recorded at my house. Izzy would occasionally, we would close the door, and Izzy would just kind of butt her nose through, and then like no matter how much we closed the door, she would find a way to get through that door, and then just walk into the room and just start breathing into the microphone. So yeah, Izzy, dogs definitely can get you out there. So Fred, did you ever have a running dog?
I did not, but my sister did for years. She used to run every
Mercedes?
morning with her dog. Mercedes, yeah.
She has a car for a name.
Yes, she does.
Did
And
she
she has
get-
a Mercedes too.
I know. Has she ever been disqualified?
For driving a Mercedes in the race.
Yeah. I mean, like it sounds like it's a little bit it's suspect,
It is definitely sus.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's like if your name was like Hitchhiker or something. Yeah. Or I don't know.
I would like to report for Anna's benefit that my cat is now tired of sitting on my keyboard and she's taking a nap. So she tired herself out by sitting here.
That's my work
All
is
that
done
activity.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that activity.
I'm ready for my close up.
She does not go for a 1 mile walk with me.
Oh my gosh.
She might walk into the other room for food. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You do see those some cats on leashes sometimes, which is very interesting.
I see that. We have 3 cats and we tried to put them, like we tried to put a harness on them and they were not having it. No, none of them were. So that was that.
I think that Josh has an outdoor cat, and like Josh, maybe you should put a tracker on your cat to see how far your cat goes. I would be very curious to know. Like on your cat's, you're totally up to your cat, right? Where they go, how far. It would be really interesting to see that. You could put an air tag on, actually. That would be easy.
Find your feline friends, right?
That's right.
We could do that. So Josh, have you ever had a dog or no?
Never had a dog.
Wow. Okay.
I've walked some dogs for other people, but never had a dog.
Okay. All right.
I've done the dirty deed with the bag.
You were scaring me there. I was like, where's he going
put your
with
hand
this?
in a bag.
Right.
Because the dog you're walking has.
Oh my God. Josh.
Yeah, the first time you do that, that's kind of.
Thanks for
I
sharing,
shouldn't have
Josh.
sat with 2
I
lawyers
said,
on
listen, I said, relax and let's just have fun tonight. But I mean, come on.
The first time I ever did that with the
it is
bag.
dirty.
Yeah.
Maybe the better way to say it is I was the dog janitor or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Didn't you take care of a dog though? And you said, "Oh, I could kind of understand. Like this could be fun."
Yeah.
I don't remember what kind of dog that was, but
I was when I was an exchange student in New Zealand. The first family I lived with had 2 dogs, and I hung out with those dogs.
Were they
I don't know
sheep dogs or?
No, one was a German Shepherd. I forget the other dog. And then my host father was actually for fun, he was a hunter, wild boar. So he had a bunch of hunting dogs which were just off, locked up in there.
Were they like ferals? They were like one step away from the wilderness. Like they would, if you stepped in there, they would kind of like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. He got into the, release the hounds. And they tore them apart.
I never knew their names.
They didn't have names, except the names they gave themselves. Right?
There you go.
Oh my God. Jeez. And you didn't run with them or from them, right?
No. Well, actually, I did hunt with them once with him, and it was a long hike around this giant paddock way out in the bush, and the dogs were getting scent of. I'm not a hunter, if you can tell. We never caught anything that day, and the
Come on, let's hear it.
So he decided we were done. and
The
we had
dog or
hiked.
the
It was
or
we he said the hunt was over. We weren't going to get anything,
hmm
and we had hiked this. Maybe we had hiked a 50K. I don't know. It was pretty darn long,
yeah.
and we were hiking through this field, which was a farmer's field, and he had a cabin in the middle of the field somehow, and we're hiking back through the field, and this herd, if you call it that, of cows was following us, like
hmm
walking right behind us. And
Stalking.
he turned to me and he said, "Don't run." And you're feeling the weight of these. I don't know how heavy is a cow. Anyway, there were like
As big as a moose, right?
50
I
of these
mean,
cows kind of just following us around. And the urge was to get away from this.
mm,
Yeah. But he's like,
Hmm.
don't run. He must have read my mind because he's like, don't run until you're in your 40s, is what he said, and do your first 50K.
yes, yes. We're gonna walk first, right? Save it for the downhill,
Well, because the cows were going to trample us if I
Yeah, they
ran away.
cows can smell fear,
Hmm.
right? Oh my gosh. And how big were you then? How old were you?
I was 18.
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
Okay.
you grew up on a farm.
I did. I
Yeah.
did. I had I just found some old movies of my family,
Hmm.
old home movies. And coincidentally, one of them is pretty freaking brutal. It shows my old family pet, Spike, and he's chasing this giant raccoon around a tree, and the raccoon's climbing up the tree, and the raccoon gets like 6 or 7 feet up the tree, and my dog jumps up, grabs it by the tail, and rips it out of the tree. And then they repeat this. So the raccoon runs around the tree once or twice and then tries to go up the tree. My dog jumps up, grabs this thing, and pulls it down. And so I distinctly remember my father always saying, don't let you can't let the dog out at night because he's going to go get a coon up a tree, and then I'm going to have to go out with my shotgun and take it down. And, or the neighbors are going to, the cops, yeah, whatever. Everybody's going to be upset because there's going to be, too much gunfire or too much dog barking all night. So we always had to weigh because you couldn't pull them away from, a treed,
Oh,
his treed
yeah,
prey.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Is there sound on this video? I feel like it should be part of the podcast, maybe, or part of a song or something.
I,
Like the
I,
sound of the dog and the raccoon and you
I do have,
yelling, stop, stop, or whatever you
no,
were
no,
doing.
go get him, Spike.
Sick.
So, no, it was kind of like Lord of the Flies. So,
Sounds like it.
get the piggy. No, I have pictures of me on a hay rake operating, being pulled by a tractor behind a tractor, operating a hay rake, and my dog ripping raccoons out of trees, and me up in a tree. I have a picture of me way up in a tree, cutting like just taking the limbs off it with with a saw, you know. Um, so not the typical kid and I was way too young to be doing that, I guess, or apparently not. So, you know, but it was
Good. It was good practice for slides, maybe. You're like grabbing, going like
true. Yes.
pretty good angle.
Yes. I had the right glasses back then, so that I didn't get a blurred vision or anything. So, but yeah, so that's been fun. So, Josh, what have you been up to lately?
Um, I have been pretty obsessed with training for the Vermont 100.
Okay.
Um,
Training. That's good.
Training for the Vermont 100 and doing lots of running at Sleeping Giant. I looked back at my Strava for this past week, and every run was at Sleeping Giant
Mm.
or around Sleeping Giant. So lots of just trying to get the vert in and the time in.
Hmm.
Um, it's been really fun the last few weekends of doing um, runs with Mark Kelly and Christian and Fred Wills and
Oh,
um,
the
just
fast Fred.
Fast
Fast
Fred.
Fred. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's running his first 100
Hmm.
at Vermont this year. Yeah,
Okay.
he's done a couple 100Ks at least. Actually, he may have done more, but he's going for the 100 miler this time.
All right.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man. Good luck to him. That'll be exciting to watch firsthand. So, um,
yeah. Um, and I was wondering how I didn't really have a crew together, or you were going to
mhm.
help me from Pretty House, I think, to Ten Bear One, maybe, or Ten Bear Two. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Um, and I put out a call on the Ramblers group and on the Trail Mixers page on
Hmm.
Facebook, saying I was looking for crew and pacers. And in 2024, Anna and Trisha were amazing and um, were, I'm calling them the Dream Team One. They
Hmm.
Mhm.
crewed and paced and were gracious the entire time and so supportive. And it seemed like they were having fun when they were up there too, which
Mm.
was
Totally.
incredible. It
So
all
much
came
fun.
together. Yeah.
And you're not expecting that again, right?
Oh
Just to be
no,
clear, right?
absolutely
Right.
not.
Okay.
But
Good.
thanks to you and maybe the post I put up, um, Josh or Joshua Lutenschlager. I may be saying his last. I maybe have just
We don't mispronounce names here, Josh.
no, we don't. That's
We have
true.
we have
Um,
standards.
yeah, Josh ran Vermont last year for the first time, and he ran Bighorn this year. He DNF'd around mile 50, but
Hmm.
he texted when I put that call up. He texted and said he was interested in helping out, and then I guess Tony saw it and Tony Bonanno reached out to you. So now I have
Yes.
the dream team too, which I
Yes.
didn't think it would be possible to equal the power and the support. And granted, I'm projecting into the future a little bit, but I think this is a pretty incredible team that is going to be up there for me this year. So I am very, very happy, very excited. Yeah.
I think that's well said and sound logic, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Fred, do you know if Art has ever forgotten a runner that he was crewing at Vermont, like in years past? Like, just I should have done some interviewing and
It
checking.
might have
Fred,
happened.
Fred, Fred, you don't have to answer that.
I I
No,
I
no,
can't
no, no.
deny that it ever happened, but
Okay,
Okay,
better. Like
okay.
it.
yeah, it's unlikely. He's pretty.
Unlikely. Okay, yeah.
I,
Well, I
Yeah,
never
We'll see.
personally saw him
I never
lose.
saw it.
I never
Yeah,
saw the
okay.
runners after he was crewing them. I never saw them again. So,
They still
well,
haven't
I
been
like for
found.
you that even if you did get dumped or something like that, like you know exactly what to do now
yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
you
know,
already did it. So
yeah, they
there's a lot
probably
of
have like
confidence,
aid
Yeah.
stations, right? Or like garden hoses somewhere or horse troughs. There's
Hmm.
plenty of aid on the course. You'll be
Yeah, it's
fine.
not bad. I think I said this a couple months ago that the last time I did it, my wife was basically like, "You got this. You can just go up by yourself." So I
Yeah.
did. Slept in the field in a tent, did the whole thing by myself. It
yeah,
was fun.
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta give a call out. I don't know if Chris will ever hear this, but Chris Erb um used to come out to the Ramble a bit. We have a connection. He grew up in Topeka. He grew up in Lawrence, Kansas, and my wife grew up in Topeka, Kansas, but went to the KU. And we met. I was wearing a brewery shirt for a brewery in Lawrence, Kansas, and we went to the same we were at the same pool club, and he looked up at me and he's like, with just a smile, like seeing the shirt, like, how do you have that shirt? And we just
Mm.
when I posted in 2024 that I'd just gotten into Vermont, he immediately said, "Hey, you can use my place up there," and he's letting me use it again. So it makes it very easy to the logistics to get up there, and he's pretty close to the start.
Right.
And yeah, it makes it very
Well,
easy. So big
and
thanks to
for
Chris.
crew and pacers, like Trisha and I actually went back there at some point and took a shower or whatever.
Oh,
We
middle
like just
middle of the
like
day,
Mm.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we went back there. It was great. so convenient to do that. I mean, it would have been
Mm.
fine if we couldn't do that, but it was a
You
nice
could
little
just hang
perk.
out there all day, right? I mean, like,
No, Art, you
and
can't.
sleep, like, just like, I don't know, have like a barbecue and just,
There's a lot less time than you think. Like every time you're like, oh, I have, whatever, 6 hours. I don't know. It just, the time just goes by so quickly as a person who's not running, but going to the next place before you can start pacing. And at that point we alternated,
yes.
but
It is funny with those things because you always think like, oh, I'll bring like I always wanted to read Moby Dick.
yeah,
This will be a great
exactly.
opportunity,
Right.
or,
That definitely
or
did not
maybe like
happen.
Atlas Shrugged or like War
Yeah,
and Peace or something.
completely.
It'll
Yes.
be great.
Yeah.
If you could skip a couple of the crude aid stations, you might be able to get through a chapter. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
But that's part of the fun is also like being there and talking and, to other people and cheering on people from just around to, other people other than your runner
yes,
and stuff. So
yeah. It is
yeah,
like Vermont
well spent time.
is a giant. It's a giant reunion. I think because it connects, it brings together a lot of worlds. Like certainly brings together all of New England ultra running community because you never know who's running or who's crewing, you know. Um, so it's always a lot of fun.
And it somehow like makes you feel like more connected to people who, you maybe like and know a little bit, but I just remembering that Caitlin Rossi was running it the same year Josh was, and
Yeah.
she was like, I don't know, 30 minutes before you, like almost every time or something like that. So I would arrive, then see her. I knew that, Josh was coming like right after that. Um, and she was doing it by herself. And I don't know, at some point, like, we hugged each other and like, she's so friendly, and such a great person. But I don't really know her that well, but it was like immediate kind of bonding in that moment of she's running, probably really tired and exhausted. But it was cool. That's just the kind of thing that happens at those events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is it is a cool thing there. And I like Vermont especially because there doesn't seem to be like a disgusting amount of hype to it, right? I mean it's good people, good crowd, but it's not like it doesn't feel
Do you mean like
kind of
competitive hype? Is that what
no
you
like
mean?
plastic
Oh.
like huge camera crews or
Hmm.
big like it's not over the top. I don't know.
It feels
Forerunners by
homespun,
runners.
homespun still. Maybe is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you saying, Fred?
Forerunners by runners.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, absolutely. So
Fervor.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, what's that?
Art, I got you this. Here,
Oh, War and Peace, thank you,
I'll
thank you.
drop it off at your house before the race. In
Okay.
case you lose, in case you lose, Josh, you can give you something to read.
Yeah, just don't put it on the bench because the bench is it has like a 50-pound weight limit to it. So
Okay.
Josh, can I ask you a question? Like how do you think you'll approach this time differently with the last, 2 years ago being the first 100? This is the second one, right? So how,
Yeah.
and we know each other really well. So like, I know that your preparation this time is probably more, you got injured the last time. So this is more consistent and solid. Like how do you approach this one? What are you thinking? Are you thinking like, I'm going to be different doing this? Or are you just thinking just going to go do it? Are you comparing it to things that you recall from the past? How do you think about it?
The I was so happy to be out there and doing it. It was so much fun. It was so hard. And at the end, it was it was very painful. Um,
yes.
and um the thing that I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to finish it faster. Um, and I have a trail advisor who is telling me I've got a lot in my legs and that my training is pretty spot on. Actually, I've heard that from the reach out. Actually, I need to say also sorry, I forgot. Um, when I reached out on the group, and some Eastern Connecticut, Chris, Colangelo. I might be mispronouncing his
Chris
last name.
Coangelo.
Colangelo, and then connected me with him and Jen
We call
Higgins,
him. He's called Crisco.
Crisco. Okay, I'm gonna maybe just
That's
call
what
him
he
Chris.
likes. So
Yeah.
if you
So
call him
he
Crisco, he likes
also
that.
he also reached out too. The funny thing, sorry, I'm getting off question, but the
No,
funny
this
thing
is
is
this is on. This is what we do. This is what I
at
want to
some
hear. This
point
is like where this is where the sweet stuff here.
he ran it last year. Apparently, he is a lot of fun to crew and pace. So he has a lot of
Hmm.
people who have offered to pace him. So he said, I have so many people who have offered to pace me that I can just give you, like we can set you up with a pacer, no problem. You're all set. And then, and then Tony had come through,
Hmm.
and Tony's daughter Kate is going to help out too, and maybe
Yes.
a friend of hers as well. And um, so
Have you
but
talked to Tony at this point yet, or no? Or
I've texted with him. I haven't
text him?
talked.
Okay, good, good.
Um, and but the guy he was going to set me up with, I met Mark Kelly and Juan at Sleeping Giant the other day, and
Hmm.
Juan was actually the guy that they were going to set me up with to be my pacer. I'd never met him.
Okay.
I just heard the name, and it was funny that we ended up running the last long
At the
run
same
together
pace already.
at the same pace already.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And he is not running Vermont, of course. He's signed up for the Kodiak 100 in
Hmm.
California in October, and it was just a funny coincidence happening there. But Anna, you were asking me, I'm going to really try to be very fast through the aid stations, and
Shit. Oh, we're fucked. Sorry, Josh. But I apologize in advance, Fred. Is that advisable? Apologize in advance, best, or just be quiet and pretend it's going to be okay? Just keep going. Whew. Okay.
I'm going to try to be fast through the aid stations. I'm going to try to make it really easy for my crew with maybe like a bag of what I need at that aid station. So all I have to
Yeah.
do is hand me the bag.
And what we need too.
Yeah, and what you need too. I'm going to get you guys lounge chairs and
Yeah.
coolers and whatever drinks you want and probably
Josh,
sandwiches.
I have a really, really good cooler from last time. If you want it, I can just
Oh,
putting it out there. You can borrow it.
thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Art's going to need that
I
Yeah.
to
do
be able
have
to.
I have a Yeti,
Oh,
a Yeti 20 can though, so it's not huge. And then I have a rooftop. I have a rooftop shower. Not that you're going to take a shower on top of my roof, but I can, we can do spray downs at like Margaritaville.
oh, running through?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you were to say that we were to set up aid station at Margaritaville, just past the aid station, there's a little parking lot there. I
Yeah.
can, if you wanted to rinse off your head or spray down or whatever, we could do that if that's something, it's with the van all the time. So it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's just a black container on top of the van. So the water won't be hot or anything when
um,
the van will be sitting in the sun all day, right? So,
yes, yes. So I do have insulated pads on it and I can add
oh,
ice. I've thought this through. I can add ice to it and then I have a compressor. So I pressurize the tank and then it squirts out. So you should be set. I can do that, or we can just do a plunge. We can just have like a horse trough um, for you or something like that.
this is
So
unfair advantage for a lot of runners. Yeah, but I don't care. I don't care that it's
it
unfair.
is. Well, the 25 runners who are in front of you, because you know they may or may not like try to like go pool hopping. You guys ever
Okay.
do that as kids? Fred, you did, I know, right? You went pool hopping, right?
Maybe once or twice. Yeah.
Once or twice. Anna, have you been pool hopping?
No,
Where
but I
you
live right near the water growing up, so I probably like
you
jumped in the canal, right?
okay?
I think that's kind of
That all right?
maybe better than a pool. I don't
Could you get
know.
in trouble for like like pool hopping at night, like when we would find people's pools, and if we wanted to go swimming, we would sneak into their backyards, jump in their pool, and
Yeah.
then run on to the next place.
Would you make a lot of noise, or were you like stealth squad, go in and just enjoy quietly being in the water? Were you trying to wake
Mo-
up the
mo-
whole neighborhood?
no, most of the time you're trying to get you're trying to be quiet, but inevitably, like you're laughing, or like I had at times people came out and like where you were just like busted. So I tried going underwater and I figured, oh, they're here. I'm just going to go underwater. They won't see me down there. And it was dark. And then, but I came up and just started laughing. So it wasn't really too good. But, the days in Bloomfield, New Jersey, Bloomfield and Montclair, not my hometowns, but where I kind of hung out some. So
there's still a couple of wanted posters there with Art's face on there.
They're a little worn. Huh?
Trespassing. Yeah, a little
we
worn.
used to go to an apartment building too, so that one we could kind of get away with a little bit more. I think it was just off of Claremont Ave or something like that. But anyway, so you can go pool hopping at this, is what I'm thinking, Josh. At any rate,
got it.
So
can we release? Are you going to release this pre-Vermont 100? Can you release it after?
No. Everybody's getting all the special sauce, Josh. So it's okay. You know what? You're that good. We don't care. They can know exactly what our plan is.
Kelly might be in the pool when I want to get in the pool, and then I've got Christian, I've got Caitlin Rossi. This is,
I know. You're going to be so far ahead of them after the first couple of aid stations. Like, So Fred, what was the name was it Ode to Billy Joe or something like that? Where he walks up and he goes, you know what? I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to put it upside your head right now. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Is that?
I don't know.
You don't know what that means? Anybody?
I missed that.
It might have been Walking Tall.
Probably either Walking Tall or Billy Jack.
Billy Jack, the legend of Billy Jack or something like that. Yeah, something like that. He said he called a shot. He said, this is what I'm going to do. And you can't do anything about it. So, and he was an underdog too. So, he was like outnumbered and everything like that, but it didn't matter. He was going to get that shot in, and there it goes. So that's you, Josh. Oh. You're going to win the 20-mile race.
The 20-mile race.
Yes. But the good news is it's the last 20 miles that you're going to win. So,
okay. All right. I'll take it.
So you're okay. So
less time at aid stations, and will you be sort of just really focusing on time more throughout, or how do you have plans? How do you do that? Just to clarify or to add on to that question, like, so we say, like, here, let me be the asshole boss here. So we say we're going to get faster through the aid stations, Josh, but how are we going to get through the aid stations faster, Josh? How could that possibly happen?
It's going to be easy to be faster than I was through the aid stations in 2024.
Okay.
Because I had some long breaks at some of the aid stations.
Okay. There was one that was long. The other ones were probably not. Like, there was one that was particularly long, right?
Yeah.
That one.
What mile
I felt
was
like
that?
That was Margaritaville, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Margaritaville's the crux, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It is. When you hit Margaritaville, it's fucking, excuse me, it is high noon.
Yeah.
It's miserable stuff. You just came up that big hill and you're just like, I don't want one of your burgers. And I don't want to, I'm even too tired to puke like that guy over there. I just freaking shoot me. Like, so Margaritaville, you get through that, you're doing all right.
Yeah. There were a lot of people who looked pretty rough. Right. Yeah. I think, Josh, there were some people around you, too, who were
I did not notice. I did not notice anybody else. Yeah.
So, that can be, I mean, I think that's an opportunity. That feels like an opportunity to just sit and just sit. But no, it sounds like you don't want to just sit for.
We can sit as we run,
30 minutes or whatever.
We can do our sitting while we're running.
That's Anna said to me at Margaritaville, you need to leave.
Right on. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's
the way to do it.
That's the kind of service you'll be getting. You can expect here. Okay.
Right.
She wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong, but that was
Well, now I kind of regret not having done that earlier, but now we know,
Yeah. We're going to have you moving so fast, you're going to probably false start. So you're going to be like, it's going to be at the start line. We're going to be like, Josh, come on, get going. So
Yeah, we have some details to work out.
We do. So
yeah.
so what are how are we going to get you? We're not going to let you stand there. So I got that. So number one, be an asshole. Okay. Be an asshole. Okay, good. Got it. How else are we going to get you through there?
Yeah, I think you're gonna say get on your way. Your goal is to go fast, is to get out of here, to not waste time. And
Yeah.
if you need to change something, let's make it happen quick.
Yep.
And
So
then
so
let's
are you
go.
okay if we're like um last time did you change shoes at all or no?
Once.
Once.
Yeah.
Okay. And where was that?
Camp Timber one.
10 Bear
I was
1.
going to say,
Interesting. Okay.
but you
Mhm.
had a blister at Margaritaville that needed addressing, right?
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
this year with all the training that you've done, maybe you won't have that problem
Mm.
just because.
It was a random
Yeah.
blister. Like just there was a like a particle from outer space that came in and just because it was on the side of my it wasn't on the back of my foot, it was on the side of my heel. It didn't like why are you there? It
Yeah.
almost didn't make sense. Yeah.
Huh.
Um and yeah, we'll see what happens. We're going to take care of it as it comes.
Okay.
And
And if it does, we're not going to be like baby in your foot like, "Oh, let's just be careful." We're going to like take that sucker off. We're going to put it down. We're going to dip your foot in the water. We're going to scrub it with a big thick bristled brush like a German washerwoman's scrub brush. Dip it in turpentine.
Oh my God.
No, seriously though, but like I have like a little foot bath. We can put your
oh,
feet in just to like dunk them and dunk them and rinse them, get the dirt off them if there's anything like that.
yeah.
Ideally you get through the race without a shoe change, right?
Yeah,
Because
I think that's ideal.
yeah.
That's the goal. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you always know you're gonna have great socks on. You're gonna have shoes that you love to death,
Yeah.
that are that fit you properly and they're going to be tied properly, not together or anything like that. Not we're not going to let that happen again, right?
Well,
So,
it's yeah, that only happened once.
that's right.
And I don't want to blame Anna for, like missing that I had tied them together. Um, but tying together
It was Trisha's fault. Trisha's fault.
tying together might be the technique just to, keep it a little restrained at the start, not to go out too fast. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's like a governor. Okay.
Yeah.
That works. So we got that. We're going to address problems early. And then have you thought about, like you mentioned, like bags or something like that? Do you have like specific things that you're going to want at each aid station, do you think? Or do you kind of want to see how it goes? And what are
I'm
your
going to
thoughts on
try
that?
to set up specific things for each aid.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe like a second bag that would go to, you might have at every aid for me in case I want something from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's going to also be playing it by ear too, simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And do you have are there any materials that you need your crew to bring, or are you going to be bringing all the stuff, or how is that? How are you thinking about that?
I didn't know we would get into the details of this tonight.
This is a test, Josh. Come on, man. Make a
I
decision.
don't,
Pop
I
quiz.
don't have a,
What you
I don't
gonna
have a
do?
great, I don't have a great portable chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring a
And
chair.
yeah.
Okay. I got you with the chair.
And it would be sweet to have some like this cooler with some ice in it and like you said, you have that portable shower. That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, I think I'm gonna have it all. I did a giant purchase from the feed, and
Okay.
I have been eating like I was racing. So I've been eating a lot on these runs, and I looked at my supply and I was like, you can't eat any more of this because you need this all for the race. So I'll probably have to do a little stock up. So
Okay.
I should have everything I need in
So
terms
do
of
you have an
gel.
idea of calories per hour, or what is your
I've been
like
training at 120
mhm.
calories per hour. Uh,
Calories or
oh,
carbohydrate
no, I'm
grams
sorry,
of carbs?
carbs. The goal is 120
Oh,
carbs per hour.
okay, good. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm gonna do I'm doing a serving and a half of scratch in each bottle, which is going to get me to 60 um, carbs there. And then I'm planning to do gels for the other 60 per hour.
uh-huh.
Um, the gels, maybe some applesauce, things that are just super easy to down, eat,
Okay.
eat and go. Yeah.
And options in case
Options in case
like
things don't
a good
go.
plan B and a good plan C or something like that.
Yeah, but it's going to be all things I can carry and eat on the run. Yeah. Yeah, and
Okay.
then
All right.
I'll have the Plan C stuff might be like the waffles
Hmm.
and whatnot like that. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um,
I have
all right.
questions.
Yeah.
please, Fred.
Um, do you plan to eat anything off aid station tables?
Yes, I do.
And what would that be? Like just generally, like fruit or
Bananas definitely.
yes, okay.
Probably some M&Ms.
Mm,
Um,
yep.
How many M&Ms, Josh? How many? Name and
six.
color M&M, which no, sorry.
Only the green ones.
It's got to go in the spreadsheet. Josh likes the green ones, damn it. Come on.
Um, I remember eating. What's the aid station before Margaritaville? It's kind of it's not a crude one, but it's a bigger one.
Oh,
Um,
like at that. Oh, you mean the one we
it's
at that house before you go
Yes, at the
across the
house.
field? Yeah.
Yeah. What is
They
that
they
one?
usually have baked goods there,
Yeah, I
right?
remember eating a bunch of cookies there.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are good cookies.
those are very good cookies.
Yeah.
Watermelon, definitely.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Um,
that'll be aid station stuff.
aid station stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And now I have other questions. What shoes are you wearing?
I'm going to start in the Bondi
Okay.
9. Yeah.
So just regular or wide?
Wide.
Okay. I
Yep.
was
Yeah.
going to say the regular ones pinch my toes after about 40 miles. So the
I
wide.
only I
Mm.
only run in wide shoes now, so I have the Bondi wide, the Cascadia 19, the Cascadia 17, the 16.
Have you tried
Um,
the Hokas, the speed goats?
I I used to love the speed goats, but that was like with the three,
Yeah.
and I'm not using them for
Oh,
this.
of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would just buy a pair and try them on the day of the race. Just,
I found the
just
speed goats as the years went on, the toe box got narrower and narrower.
yeah, I hear that, Fred. But
Yeah.
I also heard I got I guess they're the sevens now. And I heard that the sixes, and it's the first pair of speed goats, so I have no reference. I've kind of been like anti, speed goats for some reason. Don't ask me why, but I love this shoe. I gotta say, like it's the first shoe in a long time that I've really been crazy about.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
fits wide enough, and I got it a half size larger because I'm like normally a 12. I got a 12 and a half, and these things
Oh,
are
perfect. If I need to dip into your shoes, because
I'll
that's the
have
shoe I
those.
wear. Yeah,
Whatever you want. So
please wear your new
Give me
ones.
your shoes, Art, right now.
yes. Yeah. Okay. Bring the Hokas.
I'll
Got it.
do it. Okay, I have
Speed
other questions.
Joshes.
Other important questions. Your peak training week and peak training long runs.
My longest run, I ran the Chesterfield Gorge 50 miler.
Okay. When
Um,
in relationship to the race, like
I
let's
ran
say,
it on I have a
It's the
note.
5th of it was the
May
6th of June.
okay, so that's
No, I
like
don't know. Was it?
is
No,
was
I
it
think
it
like
it
was
5 or 6 weeks before the
wasn't
race,
it the
maybe?
weekend of the cut, but the day after, like
it was. No,
yeah.
no, no. No, we were going to it was May 30th was the
Okay,
Chesterfield Gorge
so
50.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they had it
so
Yeah.
early.
that's 7 weeks before Vermont. Is that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In metric, yes.
Yeah, 7 weeks.
7 weeks? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what were your like peak weekly mileage?
My peak mileage, I got up to, I was my longest week was 82 miles.
All right.
And then the week after that was 80. I was in a lot of 75, 77, mileage towards the end. Yeah.
Nice.
This, by the way, is for the listeners, Josh. I know you know what you're doing. Like listeners
Just
who've never run 100 and we're like, how do you train for
count
this?
Oh,
What do
okay.
you how do
Yeah.
you respect the
counselor.
distance?
Yes,
What do you do to
yes.
respect the distance?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
a lot of people will say, "Oh, you just go out and you hamburger it, right?" Whatever that means. I
If
don't know.
if you want to hurt, if you want to really
Yeah,
hurt, yeah,
you
you
can
know, you
do
can
it,
just
but
yeah.
why?
The
I mean,
the
leave that
other
to the old guys. So,
the other thing that I've been doing, I've kind of dropped it off now, is after a lot of long runs, I would go in uh, and do 15 minutes on the treadmill at 15%.
right on.
And the first day I did that, I was just dripping sweat like I was in a sauna.
Mm,
And by the end, I was just happily running at like 12-minute pace.
Nice.
Um, just
at 15%.
15%. Yeah.
Right on, man. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great,
Um,
Josh.
the other thing I
I
did,
believe in your training. I hope you do.
I do, that's what
I
I've been
trust
hearing
it.
from lots of people. The other thing I did, maybe a little bit last minute, is I go to Mactivity, the gym in New Haven, and there's a trainer there who a friend of ours has been highly recommending. And so I've been meeting with him. I think I've had 4 meetings with him, and it's been really helpful. Like I have a little nagging thing in my foot, and he said he gave me stretches to do in my toes and in the arch. And now when I
Mhm,
run, I mean, it's kind of there, but it's so diminished. I
mhm,
would say it was a one at it's, 1 out of 10. And now it's sometimes it's completely gone. So I'm just going to continue doing the stretching and, yeah, it's great. So
does that flare up during long runs or anything, or is that something you anticipate, or you think?
it may come up. I'm not sure. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm just going to deal with it as it comes.
Yeah, right
Um,
on.
yeah. When I ran at Vermont in 2024, I had tried to run Bill's QT 104 prior to that. With I was running 50 miles a week, but I wasn't doing a training plan. And um, when I went into and I didn't finish, I got to 74 miles, and that was yeah. So I decided when I was at Vermont, I said, "Hey, if I'm not breaking anything, if like I'm not breaking a bone, if I don't think I'm doing permanent damage, then I'm just going to keep going."
Mhm. Like if
And
there's no visible bone, right? Like
no visible
sticking
bone.
through the skin.
Yeah, if you can't see it, then yeah. And I mean it mile, I don't know, 80 onwards was, yeah, I had a tendon issue on my left foot, and
Mm.
um I wanted to finish. I didn't go,
Yeah.
I was slow. So Anna, the thing you were asking before about what are you going to change? I hope that the training has got like that. It will put that issue behind me. And
Hmm.
so that I'll be able to consistently run.
Hmm.
We did a lot of hiking at the end, right? And so I'm hoping that I can consistently run through it. I
Mm.
ran to Camp Timber 1 in 10 hours and something minutes. I forget it wasn't like 10:01, but it wasn't 10:59 either. So maybe it was 10:20 or 10:30
Hmm.
or something like that. And I was feeling great through there. Um, and so I hope that my body is better prepared now you know, to go that longer distance without sort of having the tendon
Gotcha.
issues and whatnot. Yeah.
Your training sounds solid. I mean that sounds good. Hopefully you're getting some good rest and um and things like that.
Do you believe in back-to-back long runs or no?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
do.
Just
Yeah.
curious because some people say like they're terrible for you. I always did back-to-back when I was training for 100, but
Hmm.
I also was not scientific about it. So
Hmm.
I have been following David Roach's like one of his more current plans.
His 100
Um,
mile what do they call it?
yeah,
100-mile
championship.
championship
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
So just trying to get a long run in on Saturday, and then, not as long on Sunday. And yeah, I've been trying to push towards the top of that plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How are
And
That's
you?
great, Josh. And
Yeah.
that's really good, that you have the more I hear, the more you're talking here, the
you're a
better I feel
believer,
about
Art?
I'm
Yeah.
like, shit. I thought we were gonna have some. I thought I was gonna be like the guy behind the elephant cart, with the broom and the shovel. Like, this isn't gonna be any fun. There's gonna be no drama. It's just gonna be running. I mean, oh my God.
Fingers crossed.
What am I
Fingers
doing?
crossed.
What would
Yeah.
you say
Sounds
is the
like you're
biggest
ready.
challenge in the training for you? Like it could be sort of mental or not. Like what's if you had to pinpoint like a challenge that you've encountered, what would it be? Like finding the
Um,
time, what who knows, like it could be anything.
so I've been on sabbatical this semester, for the spring semester. So I've been able to pretty much commit to doing the training.
Hmm.
And the the challenge is I don't know what I don't know yet, right? So when I hope I can come out of the end of this of Vermont and be able to look back and say, okay, if I'm going to do this again, these are the next tweaks I would do. I
Yeah.
don't like Art, and Fred, I know you guys have run so many long races that, I mean, I've done Vermont once and I tried to do the QT 104. And like going that distance, I've only gone to the 100 once. And so I assume that there's going to be a lot more I can learn. And when I hit 60, I'll be able to have a pacer the whole time. And
Hmm.
that's going to be I'm trying to make a joke out of it, but
No, that is listen, you're always I find that like I'm learning something every time, right? So you're never going to know everything, but the good news is and the good news is that if your training is good, that allows you to screw up some stuff, that allows you to screw up a lot, like if your
okay.
training's bad, then your margin for error is pretty tough. But if
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
if you're in shape and you've done this course, so it's not like you're going to say like, oh shit, I didn't know. I hate the sound of music. I don't like big open beautiful fields. That triggers me. I mean, that's not going to happen. But but shit's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be probably something
Right.
different, like
Right.
oh,
Right.
look at that, there's a copperhead in the middle of the trail, and or I don't know, whatever it is, but it starts to come down to the basics. If you get your basics right and you have your good fitness and you don't quit, you're gonna have a good day,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
because even if you get outside, if you get out of your lane, we'll be there to kick your ass back in, to say, Josh, what did you eat? Like, because you're going to walk up and we're going to, like, in short order, we'll be able to talk to you and figure out what the hell's going on. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
even, and not that you need us to tell you, but, if that were the case, the rest of it is just like taking it an aid station at a time. Right. And keeping your head on straight,
Yeah, and if it all goes out the window, Josh, with the same way that you applied the grit last time works. You can get mile 80 and like I feel like crap and I wanted to do it this much faster, I wanted to do this and I wanted to feel better, but I'm going to finish this race and you just
Yeah.
grind it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Just grind it. Just do it.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
because that is the thing that gets you. It's not where you are, it's where you think you're going to be. That, like, oh God, if I feel this bad now, how bad am I going to feel at X? Like, for me, I tend to blow up quite often at 20 or 30 miles. I have not necessarily blow up, but at least have a low spot, throw up a couple times or whatever. But I know that it's not going to be 100 miles of throwing up. It just doesn't
It's gonna,
happen.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't happen that way, because if it's, say that it's, the big worries about Vermont, right? Like, what worries do you have about, like, things that could happen on race day there that would concern you, right? What do you?
Yeah, I mean, if I were to throw up, I've thrown up once when I was running. Um,
What? That's
once.
it.
And it was actually I can pinpoint it to getting a salad before the run, and it
Oh,
was yeah.
Josh. Yeah, no, we need to like spit some pennies here or do something. I don't know, like eat a bug, or you should just like if you haven't thrown up, I think by the time you get to Polly's, I would just put the finger down the throat and get some free experience, because that's my advice, right?
All right.
Some people are not thrower uppers. I'm sorry. I just have to say, like,
I
know,
but
I mean, I
see,
never.
that's
no.
I understand that, but that's why I'm telling him this, that he can be, right? You can hope for these things.
Sorry, Fred, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, not at all.
Interrupted everybody.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Anna. Some people just aren't thrower uppers.
Yeah.
You just don't. You don't want to do it. I feel like I would DNF if I threw up.
Really?
Oh yeah, the few times in my adult life that I've thrown up, I've felt so awful afterwards. I had to lie down. I can't imagine throwing up in the middle of an ultra and keep going.
Oh no, puke and rally, man.
I think I've thrown up less than 5 times in my life. I'm not joking.
Wow. I used to in high school. I used to throw up like once or twice a week.
Oh,
just from my lifestyle. I mean, so like
Jesus, Art.
And ultras, like, I don't know. Like, not that I don't always, but if I do, it's like the cut both times I definitely did. It happens, but it's not like I don't, something to keep in mind. And this is in all seriousness, is that if you do, don't feel like you're fucking dying because you're throwing up. Like I went deep sea fishing, 100 miles off of the Jersey Shore out in the canyons for tuna. And there were like 14-foot waves. Ugh. And I was with my boss and one of our best customers. I threw up 19 times during that trip. Like, I'm not kidding. 19 distinct times. Like, and each time after I threw up, I felt better for like 15 minutes, and then I started to feel worse. And then boom, I threw up at the sunset. I threw up all night, every like once or twice an hour. And then at the sunrise, it was hilarious. And at a certain point, it was okay. I mean, it didn't matter. I had a great time. I'd go again. Even if I had to do that again, I would still go because I had a good time. So if you throw up, don't feel like it's the end of the world, because it's not.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket.
Yeah.
And pull out if I need it. Hopefully I don't need that one.
You're not gonna need it.
Yeah. The thing that I forgot to say is I'm gonna drink a lot of Coke too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 55 carbs in a little Coke, and you can just knock that thing back. That's
okay.
The caffeine and run gum too, or like a caffeine gum. I'm not going to have caffeinated gels. If I'm going to have, you guys will have some caffeine gum in the packs I put together, and then I might just have a little Ziploc bag of something to sniff.
A little snuff.
Yeah.
What
or
was
caffeine
that stuff
bullets.
We had
Caffeine bullets.
Oh, the bullets. That's right. Yeah. Caffeine bullets.
That's right. You won't have to worry about throwing up with those. Maybe there's other GI dangers, emergency projectile ones. But
I'm not going to use anything new on race day, so the caffeine bullets are out unless you guys blindfold me and you like hold a gun to my head and you say the only way you're leaving Margaritaville right now is if you down whatever we're putting in your mouth.
That's right.
Yeah.
Here, have this candy, Josh. It's delicious.
That's right. Hey, kid, you want some candy? It's here in the van.
Did you use caffeine gum last time? I don't remember. 2 years ago. Yeah, you did. Okay,
just a little bit.
And you didn't have caffeine in your gels then either, or did you?
There might have been. I don't remember. Yeah.
I mean,
there might be a little caffeine in. I don't know.
Yeah. No, but I think it's good to separate them out, because you don't want to keep on ingesting caffeine when you don't really need it, right? Because you have these gels that you're going to have anyway. So I like your idea of separating it, which I think I mentioned to you. I tried recently, and I much preferred it as opposed to having like a lot of caffeine in gels, which just end up making me feel ill.
You tried the gum?
No, no, no. I'm saying with like getting a lot of caffeine through gels.
Yes.
You want the gels and you might not need the caffeine, but yet the caffeine is in the gels. So
You can't
yeah,
you can't isolate your fuels.
exactly.
You're
Right.
you're saying, okay, I need fuel. Oh, but
Hmm.
it also comes with caffeine. I need the fuel, but I just don't want that caffeine. Like it allows you to fine tune your buzz,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So she's like the barista of caffeine here. She's like the barista of the aid station. So, um, yeah, that's all good stuff.
Yeah. And I'm not a
Yeah.
coffee drinker. I don't, when I wake up, I'm just awake. I don't need a coffee to like come out of the darkness like some
Stop
people
bragging. Stop bragging.
seem to do.
Okay, Josh, do you swear? Okay, what? Like we'll have you hooked on caffeine and a whole
It's so
bunch of other
unfair.
shit by the time this thing is done, Josh. Your life is over, man. We'll give you the first cup of coffee for free.
My wife is trying to do that. She just bought this beautiful espresso machine and but
Mm.
yeah, it just smells like coffee to me, It's just like, oh, yeah.
Oof.
Anyway,
That's fighting words there. So,
yeah.
um, I like the idea though. It sounds like you got a good plan going there. As far as like, how are you carrying? Like, are you going to wear a belt, like a
A,
naked belt or a running belt like that, or are you
Yeah,
going
I'm
to wear a
not
pack?
planning to use the vest. I think the crew will have the vest maybe if I want it later
Uh
in the
huh.
day. And I guess if the forecast is awful, then maybe I would have to switch and use the vest. But the plan is I ran with the belt in 2024. I'm going to run with the belt again. I'll have 2 or 3 bottles, and I find that the bottles don't really work at capacity in the belt because they just start to leak. So run with
Yeah.
the bottle, down some of it, tuck it in, and you can shove a lot of stuff in a naked
Hmm.
belt. You can get a ton of carbs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have extra bottles that you want us to pre-fill at the station so that we can just swap them out?
Oh yeah,
Or
I've got I think I have 8 bottles now in my collection.
cool.
So
So
that'll
you're gonna bring all those,
gonna bring
and
everything.
and we're
Yeah.
gonna keep the ones that you hate, like that one bottle that doesn't the cap doesn't quite go on right,
Yeah.
or that it leaks a lot. Like that one, we're probably gonna keep away, but the others, well, we can do that, and
Yeah.
we'll have
Yeah.
those ready to go for you.
If
Um,
I don't know if this is funny or not, but Anna was pacing me in this section. It was the who knows what time it was, 2 in the morning or whatever. And I was going to take a sip from my bottle, and the nipple just came off, and it went everywhere on me, and the nipple disappeared into the night. And
like how many times? How many times has that happened to us, right?
right. Well, that was the like maybe the first time that it ever happened. Like the nipple had come off. Like what the that's
They don't
it.
tell you about that in health class, do they?
No, they don't.
No.
Anna had
No.
to Anna had to pull me away because I
Oh my
just wanted
God.
to search for the nipple on. I'm like, well, we can find it. It's
Where's
got
my
to be.
nipple?
No, he's like, shoot. Like, where is that thing? I'm like, after 3 minutes of searching on the ground in the dark, I'm like, we're going to move on now. Okay, we're just moving on. Like, you'll get another bottle at the next place. I will give you. I said, I promise, I will give you my bottle.
Just
For
stop
good.
crying, okay?
Yeah.
Right. There were a lot
Stop
of
crying,
tears.
damn it.
There were
Yeah,
a
it
Pull
lot of
was.
yourself
tears.
together like airplane.
It
But the
was.
thing,
Yeah.
Get a hold of yourself.
the
Yeah.
thing that has happened actually a lot recently is the nipple has come off, but I
Yes.
haven't lost it. It's
Oh,
come off,
Oh. Mhm.
and I've just been able to put it right back on. So I must be getting better, right?
okay.
Like,
So put it on the list.
But
Spare nipples.
is it at night? Is it at night though?
no, but it stayed in my mouth this time. Like it
Oh,
was so
okay.
shocking to me
Right.
that the nipple would come off that it was just like, what is
Yeah.
this? And
Yeah.
now
I
I
think
now
I think it was the first moment when I realized you've been running for a long time and you're not acting rationally.
Which is hard to believe because Josh is very rational on the
Yeah, it
trails.
was.
He's like the voice of reason out there.
I was laughing pretty hard for maybe 5 minutes after that because of
you
his
deserved it.
intense
Yeah.
dismay about this little piece of plastic.
So to clarify, are these hydro pack type brand bottles or like the standard size there? Okay,
Yeah. The
good to know. Good
500
to know.
milliliter. Yeah.
Okay. Um, all right. So we got that. So we have the hydration and that, and you're going to carry all your fuel in that, and then you have a good lighting strategy. What are you doing for lighting?
I'm going to use as much sunlight as I can.
Oh, good, good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's good, Josh.
Yeah. And then,
It's free, right? I mean,
yes. Um, I will probably say, just to be cautious, that there's a headlamp available at Margaritaville,
mm-hmm.
just in case. But I didn't need the headlamp until Camp Ten Bear 2 last time, and hopefully I'm going to be a little bit ahead of my, you know, or a fair
Yeah.
amount ahead. So probably pick up, just to be sure, pick up one at Margaritaville,
Mm-hmm.
and
And what
then
kind of what kind of lamp are you bringing?
yeah, Black Diamond. I have two,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I think I might have carried both at night,
Good.
and
I like
I
that.
can't remember. Yeah, I think I had
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
It's I had a race where I had a big Petzl, a big Petzl Neo, the one with the big, it's kind of an older one.
Yeah,
And now
and
it's like, yeah, it's turned into like an older light all of a sudden, but you could really land a plane with this thing. It's great. It's
yeah.
reactive. It does all this stuff. But I had to swap out and I even had a spare battery for it. So I had to swap out the battery. But when I did it, just kind of, you have to unplug it and you have to pull the battery out, and it got twisted and it got all fucked up.
Oh,
And I couldn't get I got the back, and it's then all of a sudden it's dark, right? Like if you don't have it. So luckily I did have a spare, I had a spare Petzl, small one. And but I wanted this light. So I spent a little bit of time trying to figure it out. And then somebody came by with their pacer, and I asked their pacer to help me. And they looked at it and started fooling around with it. And this thing has like elastic strings and stuff like that. And they couldn't figure it out. And they gave it back to me, and I ran with my regular light, got to the aid station, and then just handed it to the person there. And I said, what do you need? And I said, I need an engineer to help me unfuck myself here. I just like, excuse me, I just got to like figure this out, and luckily they were able to get it done at Chattanooga, but it taught me that if I didn't have that spare light, sometimes you're thinking, oh, I got this big light and I have spare batteries, that's good enough. It's really not. I think having a spare light there made all the difference.
yeah,
So
yeah.
You gonna use one at the beginning, Josh, or no?
You know what? I will. And yeah, I didn't think about that. So we kind of had the choreographed. We had it planned. I was going to hand off my light. I was going to hand off my car key to them, and then
at Pretty House,
at Pretty House. So,
which is the
the,
first aid station, if
the
anybody's
first crude
curious
aid
about that,
station, yeah.
at like
And
20ish.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that went according to plan. And then it
Mm-hmm.
was miraculous. Someone had the car key at the end, and the
Oh,
light showed
wow.
up where it needed to show up. It was like dream team work,
Mm.
it was awesome. Yeah.
Car
The
key is pretty important. That's a
yeah,
good
pretty
important one.
important.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, and
That sounds like a Josh problem. So
we can bleep this out. I was also thinking, why don't I just leave the car key with the car, like under the
yeah.
tire or something
I
like
think
that.
I did when last time I ran it. I think I just
Yeah.
put it under my tire and was like,
Yeah.
Mm.
whatever. My car was old anyway.
I like it.
Um,
That
yeah,
works.
that might be the way to do it. If it's not raining, or yeah, like their little car key, like if, there's someone holding a sign saying, I'm going to steal your car if you leave your keys out, then I probably won't. But yeah.
Gotcha. So, as far as like crews and pacers, like for this, we're thinking to have, um, did you say that Josh is going to also crew? Is that right? Or is he going
Josh,
to pace, or what's
Josh
the,
offered to crew and pace. He said, whatever you need.
mm-hmm.
So, if you want somebody with you during the day,
Mm-hmm.
and actually, funny enough, as we're talking, somebody, Dan Mack, who crewed and paced Lee through the cut, just texted me and offered to. He said, "Do you still need a crew or
Awesome.
pacers?"
Look at that. Josh, they love you. They really love you.
You know what do they love me or do they love running? I mean, let's be honest. I
Or
mean, I'm a pretty nice guy,
Swedish
but
fish.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So like, so maybe I take you through, 10 Bear.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to need your rest.
Maybe with Tony, right?
Tony said he could potentially meet up at Lincoln Covered Bridge and then just do the rest. I mean, meet you and then and then and then whenever you need to,
he'll be at Pretty House.
he'll be at Pretty House, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know whether you wanted, like, here's the other question. I know that the lead up to a race, just like the thought of like, holy crap, I got to run 100 miles is like, for some people can be a lot to, it's a burden, like carrying the ring to Mordor. Right. So, but that's that one part. And then there's like the whole crew thing. Like, so if we have some basics, we can kind of handle all the logistics of that and kind of figure our shit out and who's going to hand off to who, when, if you want, or if you want the control to say,
oh no,
hey, this is kind of
no. I don't want the control. If you guys want to do that, that would be great. So I think what I need to do is send a text to Josh, you, Tony.
Yeah.
Then Tony will have the connection with Kate. And I'd be perfectly fine to say, hey, you guys decide this is your show on that side. I'm running the thing. And you guys, if depending on how much input you want from me. I think if Josh wants to run, because it was nice to switch back and forth with Anna and Trisha running. Because they were starting to each one of them was getting a little bit bored talking to me again as I told them the same story about how I saw I don't know. I think that's the
Understood.
That's the only thought I have is it would be good to kind of have that switch off happen.
Gotcha.
But there might be strong feelings on that side, and I'm flexible.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, because that's like crewing is one thing. Like I think we can handle that part based upon what your needs are and based on the whole thing. But if you have like preferences for who you want where as far as pacing, that would probably be good to know.
I would enjoy. I know I'd like to do some miles with Josh, and I don't know Kate, but I know that she's a really strong runner.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she would be great.
She may drop you. I'm just saying.
She'll need to know that that's not how it works. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I'm sorry, we have rules.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
right.
I will say the switching, I thought worked out really well. I hadn't done it before, so I was kind of like wondering, like, will it be complicated because we each have to get to two different places? We'd have to get to 2 or 3 different places in the middle of the night by ourselves. But it was really easy. I mean, I don't know if my GP, like, I don't know if my phone worked, but I had the instructions, and I had downloaded a map, of the area beforehand. So, I was able to like do that really easily.
It wasn't stressful in the end
it wasn't at all. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that you drove from Bill's to whatever the next the next cruise station was
or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe
I was gonna say, is Polly's? That's the barn?
I think that's the last.
That you also spent a little time. Like that was a place where you
Bill's.
also spent.
Yeah,
Bill's. Sorry, you spent
Bill's
a bit of time
is
there.
too inviting. By the way.
Yeah.
Bill's, they kind of sit you down and you want to like hang out. It pictures like, I just picture like Bill's. You should have like a jug, like not that I drink wine, but like a jug of moonshine. Like, a clay jug that you could just throw up on your elbow, hook your finger through it and drink some stilled alcohol there and like just sit around and talk,
I think you were really cold. I don't think he was that cheerful. I mean, you were cheerful for a runner, but
but then
I was beat.
I
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
Polly's was the one that was like space aliens were there.
Oh,
No?
were there space aliens at
What
Polly's?
what am I thinking? Isn't that Polly's?
Polly's is the last one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that one had
Yeah.
like space like UFOs and
Hmm.
the year
You
that
didn't
I
even
was there. I thought,
Josh didn't really do anything there. Like he didn't do anything there.
I didn't
Just
oh,
even
left.
stop there
Yeah.
last time I did it.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was too far to go off the road to the aid
Yeah.
station, so I
oh,
just kept
okay.
going.
Right. You're
Look
like
at you
5 miles left or
Yeah.
whatever it was, and
I'm
just
like,
keep on
yep,
going.
take me to your leader. I want full service. So, give me the whole treatment here. So, okay. So, and do you have custom spreadsheets or anything like that? Or I'd heard allusions to that. Maybe
Oh,
Anna
I
did.
was analyzing my time from before.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
I
mean,
don't.
I have the
And
spreadsheets. I can send them to
Yeah,
I mean,
anything you
yeah,
have
they
like
have
that.
different
'Cause
time. They have different like options, kind of. Well, those are
okay.
yours, Josh.
yeah,
You had those
yeah.
ones,
Yeah, like an
but
idea of paces and that kind of thing like that would be helpful, or anything that
Yeah,
you've gotten from the race,
yeah,
I guess, if you can forward. But,
yeah.
um,
and that we had a spreadsheet. We had like a sheet for each aid station just to check, like a checklist.
mhm.
So that was very useful to just make
Yeah,
sure we didn't forget anything.
yeah.
Okay.
I think I gave you guys like boxes though, right? And do you think it would be helpful if you had like a like a bag about that size and it was just said
Yeah,
this is pretty
that was the one thing that I thought should have been different. What could have been different.
okay.
That for each aid station there was a bag that in Sharpie you wrote pretty house or whatever, like so
Yeah,
you didn't but we had plenty of time, so we knew, because the sheet said, to choose and whatever, like
yeah,
we had time to put everything in a bag or in a place,
Mhm.
but it would have just been easy also to just have prepared it in advance,
yeah. So
and
that's my
label it.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my plan to do that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Um, cool.
And
I think,
shirts and like a change of shirt,
yeah,
Houdinis, like there'll be a bin of stuff like that for, if that's needed.
diapers, right?
If I need to go
Binkies.
long, if I need to go long, then I'm gonna need that diaper. So I'll
That's
have,
right.
yeah,
That was the
Yes.
stuff that the page per aid station was useful for, just to like check to
Okay.
know to see if you needed the diaper or the Houdini or
Or the
whatever.
binky.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, this is awesome. So,
yeah.
anything else that we want to talk about tonight on that, or I'm psyched for you, by the way.
Thank
So,
you. I want to give a shout out to some CT runners. I'm really excited to see so many people from Connecticut up there and
yeah.
to meet people like Jen and Chris and Juan is going to be up there. And I have had a great time running with Mark Kelly recently, and that's been just super fun and
Mm,
his support and feedback and suggestions. But I
yes.
want to give a shout out to some Connecticut people who are at Chesterfield Gorge, if I can, really quickly.
Yeah. Take your
Um,
time.
I ran it with Christian Dockham.
Hmm.
Um, we were the training plan.
Christian.com.
I call him
Is he like a
CD.
tech stock or something? Or
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
It's the stock is really going up too.
It is.
Um, we went up there together. We stayed overnight. We got there together. We drove home together. Caitlin Rossi was there, and she was
Oh yeah.
always just a blast to see on the trail.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's wonderful.
Rob Tagliafiardi, I hope I'm saying that right, was
Yep.
there crewing her, and I see him a lot. He goes to my activity at the same gym, so he had a, not
You
sure if it
pump
was,
iron together.
yeah, he had a knee surgery recently, so he's recovering from that.
Hmm.
Um, and Andy Meisler and Karen Prado were both running the 50K. Shout out to them. They were up
Nice.
there.
Very
And
good.
and I don't know Brian Rusecki, but he ran the 33K. I know he's not a Connecticut runner, but he's I'm going to throw him in here. I just noticed he got second place in the 33K.
All
And
right.
I know I'm missing some people, Connecticut runners who were up there, but it's really a boost when you see people you know.
Yeah.
Um, and that course is an out and back, right? You repeat that out
Hmm.
and back. So you're going to see those people again. Hopefully, I don't go out the wrong way in the aid station and start seeing people going the wrong way. All right, so point me in the right direction,
Yes.
out of
I'll
Margaritaville. Up
I
the
will
hill?
try.
Yeah. Um,
Downhill. That's easy. Because that's the
Great.
top of the hill. You
You
come
got it
up,
all worked
you
out.
make a right, and you go down the hill.
You know what? It goes up from there, Art. So
Oh, shh.
there's
Except where
more.
it's all downhill from there, except where it goes
Yeah.
up. So,
Yeah. Um, yeah. The last thing I'll say is um, my brother came out with his girlfriend and my nieces and one of my niece's boyfriends. And I saw them at Tapsville Bridge, at Pretty House, random spots along the way. I'm sure they were approved viewing stations, and that was a big boost too to see them there. And
mm.
they're coming back. I asked my brother to come back. I said, if you want to get me something for my birthday, come and spectate again. So,
Or you can give me the Mount Washington cog.
right.
Like, because I
He
always
want
wanted one of those for my front yard.
he
So
wanted to give me the cog, but he said, I just can't do it this year. Maybe next year. He
next
said,
year.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. There's still
yeah,
hope.
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Josh, hats off to you for putting in the work there. So you've already won. So, you know,
Yeah,
really,
like
that's
he puts in all the work, all the
yes.
hours for the last 4 months, and then the crews and pacers just come and have a great
I
time.
know.
It's just an
And make
amazing
fun of
deal.
him and make fun of him for it, right? I mean,
No, we
that's
Hey,
never.
listen, if
and
we
show
can
up and
get
taunt
some,
him.
yes, if we can get some taunting and some good burns in there, I'm going to take it all in and use it as fuel
And
to
if you have a great day, Josh, Art will be like, the reason that he did so well
I
is because of
I
all my
guess
hard
yeah,
work.
our
yeah.
plan worked,
Our plan.
and
There you go.
you know, very good. Okay, so I'll bring. Let's see. So spare nipples, got that. All right. Headlamp at Marguerite. Okay, good. I think we're good here.
Yeah. I'll
Um,
see you up there. We're done.
yeah, that would be awesome. So so Fred, what have you been up to?
Before we close that out, I think that anybody who's thinking of running their first 100 should listen to all this stuff. Plan it
Mm,
out, have some people. It experience the joy of running with other people doing 100. It's a fun experience, and respect the distance. Do that training. That's all. Like my hat's off to you. Well, it's actually on, but it would be off to you, Josh.
Thanks, Fred.
Theoretically, it's off
I
to you.
got
if
it.
he got the
I know what
memo.
you mean.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
yeah, I think that it was a good, I think our discussion there it's gotta be help, that is good advice for somebody who's looking to run the first 100, certainly, or even if it's not your first 100. Hopefully people enjoyed it and picked up something out of it, right? So
Yeah, so my experience is that I ran a 5K on 4th
mm,
of July.
it's
That is,
basically the
though,
same thing. I did tell, by the way, I did tell Amber, who was on, that basically running annual running 10,000 feet a day every day is kind of like running a 5K. I don't know why. And then even I couldn't pull that off. I couldn't even say that, but I did say it, but I withdrew it. So sorry, Fred. I interrupted
no
you. Go
problem.
ahead. Tell us
So I
about
did not train for it. I did no long runs. I did,
okay.
I do run every day, but very slowly. But on 4th of July, I did a 5K, and I had a little injury coming into it, and here's what happens
Mm-hmm.
when you get old. I injured my knee by putting my left like the my left leg over my right knee to put on my sock one day, and my left knee kind of popped, and so like I was hobbling around and had to wear a knee brace. So that was my serious training injury, getting my sock on and not being able to walk properly. But
Oh my God.
but I was able to recover enough to run this 5K, and this of the last 45 years, 46 years, this was my 44th 5 mile or less race on 4th of July. Because
Hmm.
I run a race
Last
every 4th of
44
July.
years, you've run a race, is what you're
On
saying.
4th of July, except for
Oh, wow.
COVID when there was none. And then the next year when I was recovering from COVID. So
Yeah.
so I missed those two every other year. I've run them 4th of July.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
45 on the 4th.
on the 4th. But so this race was in Washington Crossing, Pennsylvania, which is right across the Delaware River from Washington Crossing, New Jersey, which is
That's a
where,
coincidence.
yeah,
Maybe
what a
that's probably
coincidence.
why he crossed there,
He
right?
that's probably why he crossed there, since they were both named that. And that's where George Washington crossed the Delaware River to attack the Hessians at Trenton on Christmas 1776. So they make a
Mm.
really big deal about Fourth of July there.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so I had a good time. It was great. We had a good day, but I said to my wife, there's something about George Washington throwing a silver dollar across a river. I wonder if it was the Delaware. So, Googled it. Um, no, the legend was that he had thrown a silver dollar across the Potomac. And I was like, there's no way that happened. And then I dug a little deeper and they were like, no, it wasn't a silver dollar. It was a piece of slate. And it wasn't the Potomac. It was like the Rappahannock, the river, which is like a little creek, I think. So he didn't actually. He did go across the Delaware to attack Trenton, but there's also a very famous painting of him standing in a
Yes.
boat
Oh
with
yeah.
like it looks like he's on the high seas. There's like the waves are like so high and stuff. The river's about 100 feet across. It's really, I mean, it's not maybe 200, but it's not the kind of thing that it looks like, an ocean voyage or anything. But
He didn't even have a headlamp though, Fred.
I don't think he did.
No, he didn't. He
It
didn't.
might
He
have
didn't
felt
have
like
a.
100 miles when he was doing it,
Did he have? He
I
didn't have a safe hiker card or his 10 essentials or any of that shit.
did
So
not. I'll bet he felt pretty nervous because
he
it was
did.
war.
Yeah.
So
Life
there was
jackets,
that.
none of that.
Yeah, no life jackets. Yeah,
Bad shoes, bad shoes.
I
he
thought
did
that
not
I
have
read
good
that
shoes.
I thought that I read that because there were other people who were supposed to attack at the same time, weren't there? And who
I
didn't?
I do know that they surprised the Hessians were German mercenaries,
Yes, drunk
and
and passed out.
they were encamped at Trenton, and apparently they'd all gotten drunk on Christmas.
Yeah.
So it was not a fair fight. I think that we basically ambushed them. So,
Okay.
but right before that, apparently he had written to his brother. This is
Hmm.
George writing to his brother saying he thought that maybe the war effort was kind of doomed, like things weren't working out. Now
Hmm.
this is only 6 months, not even 6 months after the declaration was signed. And he
Hmm.
was thinking like we haven't had any victories and things aren't going
Yeah.
that well. So that was a big deal that they actually routed the Hessians.
Yeah. I think there's some ultra running lessons to be learned in this, is that like for most of it, for most of the for most of the Revolutionary War, that was kind of the feeling is that like, yep, this is just inevitable. We're all gonna die because they're gonna catch us and string us up just like they have to everybody else. And then, oh, look at this. Oh, we captured some cannons up in Ticonderoga and then, oh, look at this. We retreated here and we won a battle here. And but then I don't know, they kind of hung in there and, and look what happened, right? Benedict Arnold came in and, he was able to kick his ass. So,
It's actually like George Washington led the army to a string of like quasi defeats and draws and stuff, and eventually
yeah,
just waited it out and won the war.
he won the war in penalty shots.
Yeah,
Right? At the
basically.
end.
Yeah. Yep. He had a good defense.
Penalty shots heard around the world. So, very good. Well, happy. Did you know that we've had more episodes than the country is years old here on Cultra?
Yeah, there you go.
We like beat them by
over
like
100.
Yeah, we beat them by 100, right? So that's pretty impressive. Let's see. All right. Anybody know anything about Western states?
Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah. It
I
must have
think
been a great weather day
It
in
was.
Western states, right?
That's what I hear.
Because the times were super fast.
Yeah.
Three guys under 14 hours on that course is amazing.
Yeah.
I guess the guy who won UTMB in 2024,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jen Lichter broke the women's course record too, which was Courtney
Yeah.
Dauwalter's record.
Right.
It was the third coldest year on record for the race. And
Well,
that's
that
when
makes
the
all the
last,
difference.
I think that's when the last course record went down, the second coldest year, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah,
Guess
it
how
was.
cold it's going to be at Vermont? Does anybody know?
I don't know. What are we thinking about that? Um, so like, I mean, has anybody like with wind chill, like Vermont could be very cold, right? Potentially. It's not going to be cold. Sorry.
It's not going to be cold.
So, one thing I do want to mention though is second place female was a non-binary runner, Riley Brady.
Yes.
They were on our show a while back, a couple of years ago,
Huh.
and so we just want to wish them, wish them congratulations on the race. So that was great.
And Riley
Yeah.
ran it in 15:42, which is smoking fast.
That is
Having listened to a podcast or two with Jen Lichter, like it sounded like Riley made Jen's record. If it weren't for Riley, Jen may not have done what she did. Like
gotcha.
that
She got the assist.
something like that. Yeah, she was definitely aware that someone was behind her and not very far away.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, well, congratulations to Riley. So, and to everybody else who ran there. I was so unaware. Like this is like, whatever. Shoot me. I know it's like taboo, but like I just, for the most part, I don't care too much about Western states. Just for whatever reason, like I don't know, whatever. This year, I didn't even really, honestly, I didn't even really know what was going on. I had such a busy weekend. I was in the middle of traveling and, so it was kind of.
The live stream, I really enjoyed the Cocodona live stream.
Uh-huh.
I felt like you could really see where people were. It really felt like you were in the journey in terms of the visuals of the terrain. And then with the Western State, live stream, which I've seen before, and maybe I missed something, but I find it kind of boring visually. Like you're sort of watching people come into, populated aid stations. And I'm like, I mean, it's kind of cool to know who's in front and non-front, but like just visually, I don't, and then you see them going across the river, but there isn't really gratifying visuals. Again, I could have missed the parts in the last 2 years when I've been watching the live stream, but I do find like Cocodona, you'll see, you just have a bigger spread of terrain. Obviously it's longer, so maybe it's easier for that to be true, but
some of the golden hour finish line stuff at Western States is fun to watch.
That's true. That is really fun.
Yeah.
But the aid stations, I agree 100%. And it's like, here's somebody coming into an aid station.
Getting somebody to pour something on their head. I mean,
yes.
It gets a little old.
You know what gets me though is like somehow like whenever there's too many cameras on something, it takes like nothing bothers me more than when I'm taking it, like if I'm taking a picture of my wife or my friends or something like that, if they're if anybody's in the picture taking a picture, I don't like it. I don't know what it is. So I think that when I see something super hyped up and everything like that, it just, I don't know, it kind of rubs me the wrong way somehow, I don't know what it is about it, but it just kind of gives me an unease. And I know that's not a popular thing or even a fair thing to say because I haven't even been there. So there you go. So but just looking in from the outside, that's kind of how it seems. Like I heard it described as that the race is like it's like a church, like a church that's an institution. But now it kind of seems like they built a shopping mall around the church, so that it's like
a mega church.
Yeah. So it just kind of has this feeling that to me, I think I'm all in favor of the church part of this race, but the other part, maybe it's necessary, but not in my reality. It's not, it doesn't like all the hype and the camera crews and all the bullshit doesn't, it doesn't do anything for me, even though I like the Tour de France.
I
that
love
being
the Tour de
said,
France, and it's more hype than you could possibly believe,
Oh,
but I still love it. Yeah.
the Tour de France is like that from end to end. It makes
Yes.
Iron Man look like it fell asleep,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the tour yet, or
I've watched all the tour.
you have? Good,
I
Fred. I
watched
love it.
the whole tour. I can barely work that for the 3 weeks of every year.
So
I keep sneaking into my living room and putting it on.
I watched the team time. So for those playing at home, the tour started on the 4th of July with a team time trial, which Jonas Vindigo, his team won, right? And so Tadej Pogacar was third, and these guys have won or gotten second place for the last 6 years, right? I think it was like Tadej, Jonas, then Tadej, and it's
Sounds like
just
a song, but that's correct.
It does.
Right?
It does. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens this year. I haven't watched the last 2 stages just because I've been, whatever, life has kind of gotten in the way, and I'm recording. Usually I watch them at night, and last night I wasn't able to. So,
today, big things happen today, Art. You should go watch it later.
I plan on it, Fred. I definitely will. I have it on Peacock, and I can watch it without commercials, so I can fast forward through all the bullshit.
Before we leave Western States 100%.
Yes.
The number 3 male was a New Englander.
Really?
Ryan Montgomery from Hanover, New Hampshire.
No shit.
I know him, but
you said Wayne Montgomery?
Ryan.
Okay.
He works for
53.
He works for Sunto.
Okay.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well,
does that mean that his mileage was overstated? Sorry.
He was able to run 190 miles.
Sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry to fuck with you like that. But, or like Amber would say that he also probably like juiced his vert, right? So Sunto juicing. So
the Koros is actually,
I know Koros and Sunto. Yeah. I had one time I ran, we were running with my friends, and we had this one hill in Manchester. We would just burn down this thing, and I finished faster than him, and he won the segment for the day somehow. And I clearly beat him. I was there. I and
you were enraged, right? Like
I was.
This stuff is garbage.
To this day,
To
this day, I am enraged, Fred. I haven't forgotten it.
I get mad when I
do the
same thing in the morning, and it's like 300s off, like 300s difference. If it gives me 300s extra, I'm okay. But if it takes it away from me, I'm like, what the hell? Come on, that's 150 feet that I'll never get back.
It's all relative, That's kind of it's all that shit is relative. So anyway. Let me see. So we got 120 grams, serving and half a scratch, gels, other 60, Hoka, Bondies, hydration belt, headlamp at Margarito. Okay, we're getting through this. Sorry, guys. I did a little van trip in my camper van, Vandorf the Gray. And we, my wife and I went to Chicago for a wedding and visited some friends, had a good time there, visited a couple national parks, had a great time. And I actually had breakfast with Scotty Coomer from 10 Junk Miles, which was pretty cool. So
nice.
Really good to catch up with him. He had just flown back. That was Tuesday morning. He had just flown back from Western States himself. So, and then I found out that Western States happened. So
you impressed him. You impressed him, is what you were saying with.
Because I knew how
current
that
you are. Yeah,
that's right. And he was just there, so he apparently had a good time there. So, let's see. Also, I did a nice 12+ mile run with Evil Becky Burke the other day in the Mesh.
Nice.
Ran out to Lake Pocatapog, which is home of Ultra Fabio. For those long-term listeners, might remember him from the early days. That was fun. And then, so have you guys been watching any of the World Cup?
Yes.
Anybody? Josh, you been watching? Or
I have not. I have not
no?
been
And
watching. My kids have been watching. Does
they
that
have.
count?
Yeah. And have you
Okay.
watched World Cup at all, or no interest? Or
Very, very passively, I would say.
okay.
Actually, my son, there's the Henley Regatta has been going on, and so we've been
Oh,
watching more of the Henley Regatta.
the Henley Regatta. Yeah. Is that
Yes,
like head of the
true.
Charles or?
It's more day, like more days, more. I don't know if it's more prestigious, but it's
Really?
seems a little more.
I
Yeah,
I thought the head of the Charles was like the shit. I thought that was like
in
the
the I guess I don't know. I can't really say the comparison, but I mean
okay.
that's the United States, and this is like England. So
Oh, Henley is in
um,
England?
oh yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
It's the
oh,
big one. The head of the Charles is a big fall regatta,
right.
I think, right?
okay.
It's in the fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are a lot of U.S. like teams that go to Henley,
Really?
um, and so we've been watching more of that. I have to admit, than the World
Oh,
Cup.
that's fair. That's I
So it's a
I
sport,
respect that. No, that's a hell, you can't catch crabs watching soccer, right?
Right,
So
right.
um so where's the hot spot for rowing right now in the US? Is there a hot spot? Or is
um,
it like Ivy League still, or is it West Coast, or what's the deal?
you're asking me like what the best like Division
I don't
One
know.
teams are, kind of. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I would
Yeah. What do
say.
you
I mean,
say?
I know this, just through my son. Like
And
there,
because
yeah,
you're an
Ivy
expert.
League, right? And like Berkeley, Washington,
Mhm.
which you might know because Boys in the
Boys in the
Boat.
boat.
That
Yes.
was based on University of Washington, like Syracuse,
Hmm.
Wisconsin. I don't know, like other Northeastern.
Glastonbury, right?
Well, yeah. Actually, I think does the high school have a crew team, which is
Oh, they sure
unusual.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have a
yeah,
boathouse and everything. Yeah,
because
the
there aren't that
riverfront.
many public high schools, which have a crew teams. So,
Yep.
but yeah, Brown and Harvard and Princeton, and
Hmm.
so. And then there are
Okay.
Division 3. Those are Division 1 schools, and then there are great Division 3 schools as well. And some of those go to Henley too. So
Okay. So at Henley, are these is this collegiate teams that are rowing against each other, or are they professional teams, or how are they
I think everything
that
like
world like oh okay.
high
Oh,
school, like
everything.
Really?
Deerfield goes to Henley, Deerfield
Hmm.
Academy, and Massachusetts. Other
Huh.
high school teams and college, and like masters and professional, like whatever, not
Hmm.
Olympians. I mean,
Yeah.
some
Does
some
Xavier
serious
have a
people.
rowing team or no?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
I just know that they're like for football or some of these other sports, they can be like, they just kind of draw in a lot of a lot of talent. They soak in a lot of talent to,
Oh, okay.
to do that. I think in running too. Actually, I think
Hmm.
Xavier is usually pretty good. So
Yeah, but it's fun to watch. I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
It's a very unique sport to watch.
Hmm.
Very like elegant,
Yeah.
and kind of just watching this how synchronized everything is very cool. And power.
Excellent.
Oh my God, like the people are so powerful and strong.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
also enormous. Like all of these guys
Yeah.
are like 6'5".
I was gonna say, yeah, they're
Amazing.
six, aren't they? They're
They're
pretty tall
huge.
people and
Yeah.
broad-shouldered and
Yeah.
the whole thing, right? Yeah, excellent. So
Yeah.
do you have any favorites there or any US teams or anything you're
Not
following or
really.
just kind of watching them through?
No
So
favorites. No, yeah,
yeah,
just for fun. Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so last thing about World Cup, I just want to give a shout out to Cape Verde. I don't know if you guys followed that at all, but they just stood up and came very close to advancing and scored some last minute goals back and forth. So um, so um, the one thing what am I saying here? Yeah, it was just very entertaining. So I don't know, maybe we'll move on to the next thing here.
Cape Verde did a great job.
They did, right?
So did there were a lot of underdogs that did a great job that like were like right this close to winning.
Oh yeah. Egypt tonight was like,
Egypt
oh my
was like
god,
they were like
they had Argentina like
they had Argentina on the
down.
ropes. Yeah.
I've watched most of the games. I have to say, I've been fortunate enough to be able to watch most of the games. Excuse me. That was one that I just had to watch the highlights. I walked by a TV in my mom's, assisted living and saw Egypt was up 2-0. And I was like, holy crap, they're going to win this thing. And it was like late. It was like 50, 60 minutes into it. Then I walk out and it's like, oh, it's the price, the score was down. I won't go into it, but yeah, they got it done. So very impressive. And that happened so many times in this. It was insane. The number of times people just had to pick themselves up and keep going,
Yep.
So a lot to be learned with that. Also wanted to recognize Erica Nortini, who did a FKT in the whites. So, excuse me. Did you guys see that at all or no?
What is that, Art? Say more about that.
Excuse me. Erica Nortini. She I believe I had her on the show. She ran the cut 112 last year on her own, going for the FKT. Came up a little bit short with that, but still ran a good time. And I saw her out on the course when she did it, and she went and did a picnic in the White Mountains, fastest known time. I think it was oh gosh, now I'm going to forget the route, but basically, a picnic's where you drop a bike, then you run to your bike and then you bike back, that kind of thing. So
yep. Oh, good for her.
So yeah, she just did that probably about a week or so ago in the whites. And I guess other stuff in the whites have been, lots of other stuff. I don't know, Josh, have you been paying attention to all the rescues and stuff?
Not so much. Yeah.
They've had their hands full, the search and rescue, pulling people off of falling waters, heat related, medical, all sorts of rescues up there. So if you're going in there, be careful, go prepared, bring more than you would. It's not Connecticut. Okay. I mean, Connecticut has tough trails, but they're not remote like that. And the weather is nowhere, not even close. So
yeah.
Also, Andrew Drummond has a new store opening. Did you see that in Conway? So he opened up a larger store.
I heard that. Yeah. Good for him.
So we wish him a lot of luck there. I got to pop in there sometime and check that out. He's also been doing a throwdown, monthly throwdown, where he has a different Strava segment that people can go for. So he's in his second month of that. I think there's a route up going up Lafayette right now is July's target. So I think there's already like 15 or 17 people who have given that a shot. So he's got a lot of cool stuff going on there. So, really, continues to build the community there in a lot of different ways in all the different seasons. So it's pretty amazing. So I hope to get up there and do some volunteering during White Mountains 100 again this year. So that should be good. Let's see. And then also the RD of Hamster Wheel had a kind of like a personal tragedy with they had a house fire there. So I think that they lost their their house there. So if you guys see, I know that JJ Duran posted something up on our Facebook page. If you can see the details there. If you can help them out with the GoFundMe, that would be great. There are people that have helped the running community, in a number of different ways. So, fed us and clothed us. So, it wouldn't hurt to, to give back a little bit there too. So,
yeah,
we wish them all the best as they, you lose all your personal belongings. I mean,
what a tragedy.
There's certainly other things that can happen in life, right? But it still doesn't mean that doesn't really suck.
All their possessions, their house burns down, and their pets died as well.
So, yeah, really that is horrible. So, let's see. So basically they can use they could use some support. So, so, and support is good, so I kind of want to encourage, people, if you get a chance to support them, do that. And, if you'd like to, support Cultra somehow, you know what? Because we definitely supported them as well. So, if you'd like to support our podcast, that would be awesome. And one way to do that is to listen to the show, hit subscribe to it, and let other people know about it. That all helps. Another thing you can do if you wanted is become a Patreon, and these are people who have joined at different levels. And it's a monthly donation, of an amount of your choosing. You can be a basic licker. And Fred, what happens if you're a basic licker?
We'll lick you right back.
Yep, that's right. If you become a basic licker, we're probably going to lick you right back. So, I'd like to acknowledge our Patreons here. So we're going to go through these pretty quick here and take a look. Fred, do you think you could start here? Can you see the screen okay?
I can start here.
Let's
Hashtag Hundo Joe. Is Joe going up to Vermont?
I assume so. I don't know.
He's done it so many times.
Yeah, I would.
He's got to be like the top 5 of finishers probably all time. I would think.
Yeah, I think Giesler's up there, and I would think that Joe would be right up there. At least he's certainly attempted it a bunch of times. So,
who
knows? But I'm sure he'll be part of the community there, like he always has.
I'm sure.
So,
big money, Albert James Gallatin.
Oh yeah,
Albert Star Galactica. He has not been able to run, so I think he started biking, and he's got some of the wildest biking outfits because it's Albert Star Galactica. So
is he in the Tour de France this year? You think
he might be, because you couldn't get brighter colors than what he wears.
That's good. He's like the king of the mountain in Queens.
He
is. Yeah. Or he's not in Staten Island, but I know Toad Hill is probably the big.
I think he's the king of Queens.
He's the king of Queens. That's right. Yes.
All right. To New York Bonanno.
Mm-hmm.
Not actually in New York. Hi, Tony. A. Marcus.
All right.
Just any old Marcus. Amy Jennifer Hanlon.
Yeah. And Marcus, I assume, is going to be over at Notchview coming up this weekend.
A lot of people will be at Notchview this weekend.
Yep. So maybe people at Notchview are actually listening to this now, right? So
yeah, that could happen.
If assuming that I get the episode out, right?
They'll have a listening party.
Maybe.
There you go. Yep. All right. Amy Sorensen.
No, we got to go AJH.
Oh no, I just already said her.
Amy did
Jennifer
you?
Hanlon.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. So
you were so busy talking about A. Marcus, you didn't hear me say Amy Jennifer Hanlon.
Amy Jennifer Hanlon and I did an all-night aid station up at the Manitou's Revenge.
Her friend and her mom aren't on here anymore, though. Huh? That's just her. She's consolidated.
Correct. Yes. Yes. So it was so great to hang out with her, and she also helped a lot at the cut too. So, big shout out to her. So,
Amaya Sorensen.
Oh yeah.
Andy Tidd or Tide.
He is Tide.
Pride of Plymouth.
Yep.
Angelia Rose. Pride of Hamden.
Yep.
Anna G.
Hi, Anna G.
Anna G. She's got a lot of high energy.
She does.
Shazam.
Shazam.
Pulatov.
All right.
Ben 1N.
Ben with 1.
Benjamin Griffin.
That's right. Ben Double N Griffin, RD of Notchview. Hope to see him this weekend.
He's going to be busy this weekend.
Yep.
Bessick from the podcast.
Bessick from the podcast. Sorry about your team, man. His team lost because of an offside because it hit somebody's head. It glanced off his hair. Literally, the ball glanced off his head, and before his teammate kicked it in, when the original pass went through, it wouldn't have been offsides, but because it just glanced off one guy's, barely touched him. Some would say it didn't touch him. Donald Trump would probably say, I don't know what Trump would say about it, but we should have called him in because he might have been able to figure this shit out, right?
So, never know.
Okay, enough.
Bikini Chicken. Bill Gibbs.
Oh, yeah.
One of the originals, one of the OG Bills.
He is, yes.
Bill
part
Bill
of the
Patrick?
part of triple billing.
Part of the triple billing.
That's right.
Billy Odendahl. I saw him a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I think he'll be volunteering at Notchview as well.
Up at Notchview for some of the time. I don't think all of it, but he'll be there for quite a while.
Are you going to end up there, Fred, or?
No.
That's not usually your thing.
It's not usually my thing, and I'm occupied this weekend. That's why it's not my thing. I seem like I'm always occupied that weekend.
Occupied. You're like the red sign is up in the little wheel.
Yes, exactly.
Occupied.
Yeah, somebody just turned the little wheel. Yeah.
That's right.
Brian Musiak.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Listen to the Musiak. Brian
Brian O'Hanlon. Yeah. Amy Jennifer Hanlon's Irish brother. Or cousin, sorry.
Cousin.
Always mess that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce Hennelly.
Uh-huh.
Bryce Hennelly.
Yes.
But also a trail running podcast.
Yes. That's Celeste.
That's Celeste.
Give her a listen.
I love Celeste. Every time I see her, it's like a reunion. Sherry Bilby.
All right. Yes. Sherry, part of the training bras. So if you're interested in running the Cut 112 and you're a female, or you just want to train and support, you can go to the training bras. So
Chris Rosal, Nozal, Seasall,
is all.
Christine, Chin Hing.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Clarice.
Very good. Hey, Josh, you want to take it from here?
Sure. We've got Crutchley, David Hyde,
and Seek. I saw him at Stairs the other day, so that was good to see him. So, David, hope you're doing well. I talked to him for a little bit, and then I think I was kind of rude and got caught up in some other shit. So, but good seeing you, David.
David Kaplan,
taking the test.
Yeah, Emily Mayer of Cultra City.
Oh yeah,
Enrique Tello,
50 Cent.
Eric Webster.
Yeah, Eric Wester. He's always westing.
Sorry.
He would be like he's the guy you don't want at the aid station because like it's time to go. It's not time to west.
Oh,
so he's got to keep going.
Franklin Gadigia, if I'm saying that right.
Oh, yeah, look at Franklin Gandalf. Gandalf. He's the founding father of Lord of the Rings.
The next is the amazing Fred Wills coming into his 100-mile debut on July 18th.
The highly anticipated entry into the...
Yeah.
That's right. Freddie.
Joffrey Miller is up next, who often does a bike ride on his double bike ride on Strava on his phone and on his watch.
He rides his watch?
Yep. It's and his phone at the same time. I don't know how he does it. He gets 2 postings on Strava for one ride.
That's pretty good.
Someone needs to research that. JJ Duran.
Oh, we got Greg Walter Matthau.
Oh, I'm sorry. Greg Matthau.
That's okay.
Good artist here. Running the show. JJ Duran.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Smith.
Notchview, I hope.
Yeah, he'll be at Notchview.
Jackie may have been at the tower today. Jackie Smith.
Yeah, she'll be at Notchview. God, like, fuck, there's not going to be any room, people.
No, I think she upped her donation to her. Right?
She did. So up yours too.
Jeez. So kind. Jamie Ryan Myler is up here next.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll be at the Vermont 100.
Julian Ellefson.
She's just Jillian.
Oh, Jillian. Just
millions of Jillians. And she'll be she is the mastermind behind the training bras. So, or the shadow bras, sorry, shadow training bras, I guess. But which is, in all seriousness, it's a training group for women who are interested in running the Cut 112. And it's, if you talk to Jillian, she's done the race, so she knows what it's all about, as has Sherry Bilby and some others that are involved with it. So check them out and, find out what's going on. So
we have Joseph Morris Rowe. Am I saying that right?
That's right. Yes, that's perfect.
Josh Allen's ex-girlfriend is up next.
Yeah.
Let's get Ellie Pell back.
Yeah. I almost called her tonight. Almost did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Just a plotter is up next. Yeah. Justin Kowski, who just did an amazing ride with his kids.
Like 132 miles.
No, they did the whole Empire State Trail.
Oh, that last day was 132 miles.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Did he ever do the whole Erie Canal Trail,
though? I don't know, Art.
I'm thinking no. Just saying, Josh.
Okay. I think you're right.
419 miles. So I don't know. But he probably did it in, like, how long did it take him to do the Empire?
It was a multi-day adventure. I don't know, 7 days or something. Yeah, it was a
okay. All right, that's
bike ride.
Yeah. That's respectable. So
that's
good. That's good.
Kelsey Ang.
Yep, our favorite action verb. Kelsey Ang.
Lancelot, who I don't know.
Takes off a lot too.
Lauren Edelman.
Yes, Sophia Lauren Edelman.
Yeah. Leanne Zarger.
Yep. Laz.
Lenny, you're going into the Scandinavian and German text here. Lenny O's mom.
Lenny's mom. Yep. Just flow with
going
it.
On.
Just yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna hand that one to you and then do the next one, Art.
Mache Macho Man.
Mache Macho Man. Okay.
Mache Macho Man.
That's right. I got to be a macho man. Sorry. Okay.
Mark Kelly is
Anna
next.
To sing. Okay. Mark Kelly. Yes.
Mark Kelly next on the list here. Yeah.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Matt Nielsen.
Schmielsen. I think Fred was thinking.
Michael Lopresti. Up next.
Lopresti Loop.
Finished the cut recently. And is going to be is he doing Not You too?
He has in the past.
I haven't
seen his name associated with it, so I can either deny nor confirm it, or confirm nor deny it.
Yeah. Michelle Pom-Pom O'Neill. Got some questions for her. Monkey Stuffer. These
gibbons will fit. We'll make them fit.
This next one, Name, is a real good supporter of the cut. Yes. I'm sorry, of Cultra. Name.
Always there.
Yeah.
Nat Zilski.
That's right. Got nothing. Sorry.
Nothing. Zilski.
Peter Kao, who ran Vermont in 2024. I think he's out in California now. I don't know what he's up to, but he's out in California at the moment. Okay. Powered by Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, Tots.
Tarts. Haven't heard from him recently.
Yeah, I got to reach out. It's been a while.
Rebecca Gonzalez Kreisberg.
Yep. Yeah. 7/10 of her is hidden from view. Is underwater.
Yeah. 7/10?
Well, okay, maybe that's like the amount of water on the planet. I don't know. Fred, help me out here.
I think it's around 7/10, isn't it?
Okay.
Of an iceberg is underwater?
I'm going to look it up.
I don't think so. That sounds like a lot because it was 7/10 underwater. I think the earth would cave in. I'm just saying. Okay. Or freeze.
Next
Okay.
up is Richard Runs Trails on YouTube, finishes Traveler 100.
Yes.
Rob the Bear Breckenridge.
That's right. He will definitely be at he doesn't ever leave Notchview. He just like lives there.
Oh, he
I
does.
think he lives in the Adirondack shelter there.
Oh,
Okay.
Ross. Is it Bilac?
Belak. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ross Belak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's 87%, you guys. So it's more than 7/10.
Okay. So more than 7/10.
87% of its mass is underwater.
Hmm.
Can
That's
I didn't even
wild.
know there were icebergs in Mass. But so
I'm thinking of church when you say that. You're saying thinking of Massachusetts. I'm thinking of like, how can you get all those icebergs in the church?
oh yeah. That's good,
Run
Fred. I
the.
like yours better.
I like them both. I'm voting for both. I'm
That's
keeping
my
both.
new thing. Whenever anybody asks you a question, like, would you rather have this or this? Fucking answer is both.
Both. Why not
That's
both?
because I had that at a restaurant the other day. I said, oh, she like said both. And I said, that's it. That's my new answer to everything. It's like when you have a yes day, when you say yes to every question, I just both.
Run the Whites at Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if does he have a headlamp when he does that?
Hopefully he has the 10 essentials and a safe
Oh,
hiker card.
yeah, you better have that. Yeah.
Mm.
Sandy Bartle.
Mm-hmm. Sandy Bartle, the sailor, or the Scribner.
The Scrivener. Bartleby, the Scrivener.
She prefers not to run. Sorry. Obscure joke alert. Okay. Fuck, Fred. Nobody's getting that one, right?
That was a mandatory short story when I was growing up.
I know. Okay.
Sarah Porras.
Yes. Suing and crewing.
Doing and crewing.
Scott Johnson.
Big Scott Johnson.
Scott Johnson.
Simon Edgett, who I think was on the Tower Trail today
Oh, yeah.
at Sleeping Giant.
Makes sense. Simon
Yep.
C. Edgett.
He is the sleeping giant, except he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep.
He's the sleepless giant.
Yeah. Steep Endurance.
Yes.
And they're sometimes at Sleeping Giant as well, I hear.
Brian
Yeah.
Van der Heyden. That's right. They have a couple of races there, right?
Yeah.
That's coincidence that they're hanging out together here on this list.
Oh, is that just a new connection, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No accidents.
Steven Estremera, if I'm saying
Yeah.
that right.
Extrema.
Ooh, Extrema.
That's how you pronounce that.
And 10 Junk Miles is on the list here. That's nice.
That's right. Scotty.
The Blue Hills Contingent.
Contagion, actually.
Oh.
So if you're going to run with them, socially distance and wash your hands.
Mask up.
Mask up. That's right.
Tom.
The Destroyer.
Yep. Tom is going to be crewing Mark at Vermont.
Oh,
Nice.
excellent. Okay, good.
Yep.
Good to know.
All right, Anna, you can take the last ones. You want to take the last three?
Sorry about that.
No
Tony did Demizio. I hope that's
Perfect. Tony D.
Ultra Walker
That's
Andy
right.
C.
and William Keep Running Bro Jara.
Excellent. Well, thank you to all of our Patreons out there. We really appreciate you guys. You guys keep our lights on here. And even though we try to turn our lights off when we're not home and be respectful of the money, we do appreciate you guys for everything you do to help keep this going. That's it. It's awesome. So thank you very much. And if you happen to see a Patreon out there, make sure and you're not a Patreon, make sure you thank these guys because there are your podcast famous friends. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what else we had out there. Have you guys been dealing with the heat okay?
It's been hot.
I know today was easy, right?
Yeah.
The last 2 days were unbelievably cool.
Yeah.
But before that, 100 degrees is like, it seems like a lot more than 90.
It is.
Spend
Yeah.
time in the
Layers.
water. That's the solution for that I've found over the
Okay.
weekend
Huh. Where'd you
in
go
the
swim?
pool. In the
Oh,
pool, the pool club.
oh, okay. Okay.
We're actually, I guess the water temperature, I believe on Friday was like, was it 79 or 91? I don't remember. It was the 79. No, I think it was 91. I think the
91
temperature was
sounds.
91 in the
Hmm.
pool, but it still felt a little bit refreshing. And they put
91
like
seems
cold water
pretty.
in it too. Yeah.
Yeah, 91 seems pretty warm.
That I
So what
think that's what
happens
I
after
heard.
It could
after a couple
be.
hundred degree days, right? It
Yeah.
just warms up.
Right. No, because when I said 79 just now, I realized, oh, that's actually not warm. Like that's
No,
not that warm. So yeah.
79 is like 72 is like when you jump in that, you're like, whoo,
Yeah.
it's got a
Right.
little, it's got a little burn to it. Like 79, I don't think you want to swim laps in. 91, no. It's really it's cool, but or it's warm, I mean, but not the best thing. So
Yeah.
um all right.
Yeah.
So what else are we missing there? Any other happenings in the in the area that you guys know of, like your runs? How is everybody at West Rock Ramblers doing? How they doing?
It's good. I just went on Saturday and it's kind of the numbers dwindle a little in the summer, which makes sense just because
Uh-huh.
well, Josh he's been betraying us at Sleeping Giant. And just, summer vacations and stuff like that. But
Mm.
there's always a crew, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's like a kind of perhaps like a walking crew and then a running crew.
Mm-hmm.
And this Saturday they weren't that many people, but it doesn't matter. It's always really, the nicest people. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. That's
yeah,
good. Yeah, that's
Josh.
always a nice. I always enjoy it when I do get out there. I'm overdue for that or for a
Yeah.
Tuesday. It used to be fun on Tuesdays because if I was out working somewhere, I could always try to plan to end my day there, and
At West Rock or
towers.
Sleeping Giant? Oh, at Sleeping Giant.
Running the towers with Jackie and
Oh,
the
okay.
whole
Yeah.
crew there. So
Yep.
but it's good. Um all right. So let me ask you guys this last thing. So you guys have any races planned or anything like that, or besides Vermont 100, I guess?
Like I said, I'm signed up
Yeah.
for Cat's Tail, so I'll have to
Okay.
do some things before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my hotel and everything, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, so you're locked in. You
Yeah.
got that.
Gotcha.
I,
And
I
Fred,
have to find a 100 miler to do this fall. So I'll say last year I waited till across the years. So
Hmm.
eventually I'll figure
huh?
it out.
Was that it possible that that might happen again this year and you do across the years?
It could happen. That's if I'm lazy and I don't find something before that.
Okay.
But
Do you need help searching for things? Do you need an
no,
assistant?
I should probably sign up for Hainsport, but I just have to make sure that I'm available that weekend. It's I'm doing 100 milers most to complete them in fixed time races. So fixed time race in the east in the fall. Hainsport's one of the easiest ones, Hainsport, New Jersey. So
No. And what is the last 100 you did, Fred? Were you at the fair?
I was at the fair, but I only went for 24 hours, and I'm not doing 124 hours anymore. So
Okay.
uh, I my last 100 was at Across the Years last year.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, my last 100 was a year ago. I did Notchview last year. That was my last. So I'm thinking I'm not ready for another 100 right now. That's what I'm thinking. So I am thinking about we are tossing around the idea of, if you guys want to think about this, maybe doing something called the Riot, which is the Rhode Island Ultra Traverse, which is basically it's the North South Trail, and it
Oh.
runs from the convergence of the states up where Connecticut and Massachusetts and Rhode Island all meet. And then there's just this trail that runs all the way down to Blue Shutters Beach. So it's not super challenging trail. It's kind of flat. There's some roads and some dirt roads and there's some technical trails to it, but maybe just doing it kind of like a cut style, in the fall. So
how many miles is it?
I think it's like 72 or something like that. 72 miles, maybe.
Yeah, you did it before, 76. Right? It's 70 something, I think. Yeah.
72 or 76. I did it as an FKT unsupported, where I carried all my fuel and filtered water the whole way and stuff. So it could be cool. It would be a day where we would start in, sometime late morning, so that you end at the right time, because you're going to run all night, so unless you got there at like some stupid hour in the morning early, and then you'd finish really late. So best bet is to start like probably, I don't know, 11 or 12. I have to work out the math and everything. And then that way you finish in the morning at a decent time, and, nobody has to drive home in the middle of the night or anything like that. So, and you finish at the beach, which is another cool, cool thing to do. So, but that's kind of in the works, I would say, at this point. So,
well, I'm intrigued. It sounds fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You guys have any closing arguments, or we're gonna go watch the Tour de France now? So
off to the tour, but I have to give my son a shout out. My 23-year-old who lives in Oregon just bagged his first Cascade Peak over the weekend. He climbed Mount Bailey, which is like 8,300 feet.
Cool.
Which he said, he was like, it's not that bad. It was, he's 23. So I got there at like 9:00. I was done by 3, so whatever.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Very good.
So now he's really excited to do more. He wants to keep doing it. It's it's an extinct volcano, so you get to the top and there's a caldera you can look down into and stuff. It's kind of cool.
And that's in the Cascades, Fred?
Yes. Yeah, in Oregon.
Okay. Do you know what town that's in?
I do not. It's Mount Bailey, and it's not that far from Crater Lake, I don't think.
Yeah, I've seen that. Is that a big pointy one, or it's like a crater one? Yeah.
I don't think it's that pointy. I think it's kind of, the only difficulty is that there's a lot of scree near the top. I think that it's really more
okay.
hike. There's not that much scrambling or anything. So
okay.
Now he's looking for ones that are a little harder. So.
Gotcha. I did Cascade Lakes. Excuse me. Cascade Lakes relay 2 years ago, I guess now. So went from Diamond Lake, which is right near Crater Lake, to Bend.
Right there, yeah. Diamond Lake was right. He went right by Diamond Lake to get.
Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful area. So, good for him for hitting those. So, let's see. Anybody have any closing arguments?
I want everybody to get really well rested and, get your taper in.
There you go. All right.
Everybody taper.
Yeah, that sounds like who can argue with that?
Unless you're running Notchview right now, then sorry, you can't.
Yeah, then just keep running.
Keep going.
Well, I will assist you on some chill taper runs and hikes and things like that. I'll be happy to help you out. I'm going to my high school reunion the weekend of, which is why I'm sad that I can't make it, but I'll volunteer myself for taper events.
Good.
Yeah, well, you got to cash in on the you definitely got to cash in on a life well lived, because and go to your high school reunion,
Oh yeah. So. Yeah, I just volunteered to do the name tags.
Oh, so are you going to be the one handing them out?
Yeah, I just have to arrange to get them and put the logo on. And I don't know what came over me, but I said, the guy who was organizing said, anyone have any suggestions? And I said, definitely name tags. And then I felt obliged to say, and I will, if you need help, I will be happy to help.
Yeah.
Name tags.
And that helps so much. Name
Oh my
tags
gosh.
so
Yeah.
much
Right.
in the
Like
union.
so much. It's not, I mean, everyone is, so old. They just don't remember. It's nobody's fault or like, it's not like people don't care about you or like you. It's just, you just can't remember. So yeah, I think it's completely necessary and not offensive for you to be like, looking at the people's name on the name tag.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's good, and that should be fun. So,
yeah.
All right. Any other closing arguments? Are we good?
I think we're good.
We're good.
We are good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys tonight. This was lots of fun. We haven't done this in a while, like an episode like this. So I really enjoyed tonight. It was fun to fun to hear about Vermont 100 and kind of firm up some plans there. Hopefully that was kind of like the the valuable part of the podcast for some people, and
well, for me,
yeah, and hopefully this helped get you help some people out there get some good mileage in listening to it, kept you entertained. And thanks again. It was great to review our Patreons as well. Appreciate all you guys and everybody who listens. So if you've made it this far, of course, seek professional help. And we will see you all in a mile
and a half.
All right. All right. Good. No, that's cool. And I enjoyed hearing about rowing too. See, that was for a lot of people, that's going to be their favorite part of the show.
Yeah, that's right.
There's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, fuck.
They're like, what are they talking about?
Well, it's something that I didn't know about. So it's very interesting. Like here I am like, oh, head of the Charles. I read Boys in the Boat. I know everything, so that's
talk
that's
about like
stuff.
an all body endurance sport. I mean, it's really hard. Like it's the race is usually like 5 to 6 minutes or something like that,
Yeah.
But they're really putting it all out there in those 5 to 6
going
minutes.
all out, right?
Yeah, and the thing is that like you can't, somebody else is telling you how fast you're going to go.
Yeah.
For the most part, at least how fast you're going to go through the motions, so
right.
And if you don't, if you mess up, you're catching a crab, you're dipping that oar in and you're gonna like cause catastrophe, right? I mean, or potentially.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, that's not good.
Level.
Where running, we can just lie down. or soccer, you can just lie down and
you trip and then you get up, right? You trip.
Well, you first you cry and you roll on the ground and beat the pitch with your hand,
and then you get up and you're
fine. And then get up, So anyway,
but that turns out our Mount Bailey is just to the left, the west of Diamond Lake. So it's right next to Diamond Lake.
Yeah, I'm sure it sounds very familiar, and so I'm sure that I've seen that. So
yep,
so